Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. What? That's really loud. Wow, that's really loud. I don't know if you could hear that. Good morning and welcome to the Limbo Show number 3. No advertisement. Yes, I went early. I just needed to get on the air and say, hey, top of the morning to ya. Oh, you know what would be good? Let's put the link in the chat. Let's put the link in the chat. Oh, wait. Did it copy? Did it copy? Okay. Good morning. Yeah, right. And paste. And that. Here we go. Top of the morning to ya, everybody. How are you doing? Oh my gosh, what is today? It is Friday, October the 22nd. Are you ready for the weekend? Are you ready for the weekend? Got any plans? Anything crazy going down? I know some Halloween parties are probably going to be this weekend. Because it's October, and we're celebrating All Hallows Eve. So no advertisement, just go by the seat of my pants. That's how I like to roll. What the heck is it showing that I'm still alive? Come on, people. Damn it. I'm alive. Of course I'm alive. Why wouldn't I be alive? You think because... Oh, no. No. Turn on the volume. Come on. Turn on the volume. Yeah. No, I said turn it down the volume. Oh. I'm rambling to the sky. I'm rambling to the future generations. Some crazy cat named Jedi Bill decided to join the airways and maybe talk about something interesting, fun is the key. Let's see, news today. I'm gonna look up some news events around the globe. If I can get my other computer to wake up here. Come on, hello computer. Come on, wake up. Wakey up. Hello. No 3-minute intro. Just live. You're getting it raw. Okay. Okay. Bear with me, folks. I'm watching myself. No. I want like... Boy, this thing does not like commands, doesn't it? No. Bollocks. I'm rambling because I'm waiting for an audience. I'm nothing without the chat. I'm just a voice in thin air. Or am I a figment of your imagination? Or maybe I'm a figment of my own imagination? Yes, it's truly happened, folks. I've gone mad, I tell you. Oh. Let's see. I'm sure there must be a song for this. Is there a good morning song? I don't know. You probably don't want to hear. You're probably saying it's too damn early for song and music. News around the world. News of the world. News of the world? Oh, that's the movie. There's a movie called News of the World from 2020. And it starred Tom Hanks. Oh, I didn't know Tom Hanks was in a movie called News Around the World. Oh. Western drama. 1 hour and 59 minutes. I didn't know this. Did you know it? All right. No, I meant like actual news, you Google. Silly Google. Silly Google. Silly, I tell you. Well, hello there. Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. Do you got your coffee brewing? Are you just getting home from work or you're headed out to work? You know, I used to get up around this time to get ready for work. I used to once have a job where I had like about a 45 to 55 minute commute to my job site. Yeah, that was fun. I had to get up super early to battle traffic and speed down the road to get to where I'm going, freeways and highways. And sometimes you would have jams, other times you wouldn't. And it was always cold in the morning. Not in the coldest sense, like Canada or some like Antarctica or something, but like cold for me. Yes, I know. You all make fun of it. Oh, poor Jenna Bill. Uh, I had to get up early. I'm just like you folks out there. News of the day. How about say news of the day? News of the day, because I don't watch news. Do you watch news? News of the day. Top breaking headlines. Let's see. Headline news. Let's see what comes up here. Oh, I hate them damn pop-ups. Pop-ups are annoying. You get pop-up blocker. Anybody can recommend me one? Let me know. Type it in the chat. Nothing worthy of reporting, not really. Oh, wait. I scrolled down too fast. Wait. Stop the press. Yeah. Do you remember that thing when papers? Remember the good old-fashioned newspaper? I'm not talking about like something digital, like something tangible where you can hold in your hands and ink would sometimes get on your fingers. There's something about old papers you can smell. In your town, neck of the woods, do they still have new local newspapers? Do you ever read it? Do you ever look at it? I'd like to know. This would be easier if you actually said something. Oh, look, I got one. One is the luckiest number or the loneliest number. I can't remember which. Can you? Would you like to know more? Have you ever seen defeated Elba L? I can't even read that. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, basically that's what it reads out to me. I don't know. Well, that's not worthy. That's not worthy. Way. Oh, it's talking. Oh my gosh, this is talking political. Fuck politics. It's annoying, but we have to put up with it. Son of a bitch, and I clicked right off of it. Arg! Arg. How should I entertain until... Yeah. What? Yeah, midnight, folks. Give her a round of applause for midnight. Yes, midnight. All right. See, he wants to talk to you. You want to talk to them? Yeah. What about it? I can't really understand him. I hear the same thing you do. But he looks up at me and says, he walks around my chair, and now I don't know where he's at. So, go figure. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Let's do the song that you guys all want to hear. It's been a long road. What is this? Is that the song? I don't know. We know the song. Long road. Karaoke. Let's see. Always start off with a song. Okay, let's see. Let's see what she'll see. Oh, all right. Here we go. All right. Wait. Oh no. I can't play that song. It's supposed to be karaoke. Been a karaoke, you foes. Now I have to get it all ready again. Can't read the chat. Come on. Where's the right song? No. All right. Let's see. Yeah, you're getting a song. You're getting a song. Whether you like it or not, you're getting a song. All right. Here we go. Oh, we're going to make that a little larger. And here we go. Yeah. I don't know if this is the right song. I'll hope so if it's the right song. Wait. I don't remember that. I don't think this is the right song. This is the wrong song. All right. I don't know where it is. So at least I tried. I have to find it again. Okay. Hey, Jennifer. How you doing? All right. Top of the morning to ya. How you doing, sir? Good to see ya. I'm looking for a song to start out the show, and I picked the wrong one. It's a long road downhill karaoke version, but I don't reckon the music doesn't sound the same, so it sounds off to me. Therefore, I think it's the wrong song. So we'll go back. No, I don't want that. I want to see the little. There we go. Oh, it's called Faith of the Heart. That's why. Faith of the Heart. I was typing in the wrong song. Faith of the Heart. Karaoke. There we go. Yay. Jolly good. Faith of the Heart. Rod Stewart. Let's see. Which one do we want to do? Is Rod Stewart okay? Or Faith of the Heart. Let's see. Karaoke in B. Let's see if this one. I don't like the music now. The music's off. When the music's off, it's just wrong, right? Just all wrong. It's just all wrong. Well, I'll just do the Rod Stewart because at least it sounds right to me. All right. Come on. A little larger than that screen. And we gotta go back to that. Hey, Darth Haster, top of the morning to ya. You should check this cover of Burning Heart I found. All right. Oh, no, it started. No. All right. Do. All right. I'm gonna sing you a song because I know a lot of you out there love this song, and it's quite a good song. And I may not sing as good as others, but I'm gonna try here. All right, starting over again. Karaoke. It's just to start the morning off to you. Top of the morning day, top of the Friday. Getting your weekend going right off the bat. Here we go. All right, it's playing now. It's been a long road to get there from here. It's been a long time, but my time is finally here. And I can feel change right now. Nothing's on my way. And they're not gonna hold me down no more. No, they're not gonna hold me down. 'Cause I got faith of the heart. I'm gonna wherever you take me. I got faith of the heart to believe I can do anything. I've got strength of the soul. No one's gonna bend or break me. I can reach every star. I got faith. I got faith. Faith of the heart. It's been a long night trying to find my way. Been through the darkness. Now I finally have my day, and I will see my dream come true at last. I will touch the sky, and they're not gonna hold me down no more. No, they're not gonna change my mind, 'cause I got faith of the heart. I'm going hard when I take me good. Got faith of the to believe I can do anything. I've got strength of the soul. No one's gonna bend or break me. I can reach every star. I got faith of the heart. And I know the wind's so cold. I've seen my darkest days, but now the wind's I feel the winds of change. I've been through the fire, I've been through the rain, but I'll be fine, 'cause I've got faith of the heart. I'm going where my heart will take me. Then I got faith to believe I can do anything. I've got strength of soul, and no one's gonna bend or break me. I've got reach any star. I've got faith, faith of the heart. I'm going where my heart will take me. Faith to believe, and no one's gonna bend up, break me. I can reach any star. I got faith, 'cause I got faith, faith of the heart. It's been a long road. Yeah, that's a way to start a morning, right? Hallelujah. Stop sharing that. Let's get to the chat, because the chat matters most. Hey, Captain Deckard Spock. Good to see you there. How's it going? Top of the morning to you, Darth Esther. LDG, this is going to be the interesting morning. Really awesome. All right. Well, yeah. What? Oh, burning cover and burning heart cover. Ooh, yeah, I will definitely check that out. All right. Morning, everybody. Jensberger. Thank you. I know I'm not a professional. I just enjoy singing from time to time. Yeah, but we have to start the morning off right? I know. So, are you guys ready for the weekend? Everybody is working for the weekend. Yeah. Mm-hmm. How you doing out there? Did I post the link? I think I posted the link. Yeah, there it is. There's a link. There's that link to this StreamYard. Yep. It's all right. It's all correct. If you want to join me on this panel, get into some conversation about I don't know what, I tried to look up some news. I couldn't find any worthy news not worth talking. If you could point me in direction, I don't know. I mean, news is kind of boring and annoying sometimes, right? Right. You love that song from Rocky IV. You thought you would share the music. Thank you. But Tart, we can't do that. I don't know. Let me. I gotta. Where's my? Okay, where am I? I'm on YouTube. That's where I am. There we go. No, mute the tube. There we go. I want to see Darth Hester's posting. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, it's a video. Okay, we'll go back. Oh, I forgot to save it. I'll click on it one more time and I could save it. All right. Pause and save. Watch later. Okay, watch later. Didn't want to watch later list. There we go. Bravo. Thank you for that, Darth Aster. There we go. Cheerio. Hit the like button. Yeah, that's what, you don't have to hit it. You could give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. Really doesn't matter. It's all participation, right? You could play it at your leisure. Thank you very much. It's a metal cover. Awesome. I love, me and metal. I love metal. So, LDG, why do you think it's going to be instrumental? Because, I know our friend, good old Captain Trex, got a stream going. But, hey, I started this show, and, hey, if I'm awake and willing to do it, I'm going to I'm gonna have this show. You know, there's enough for us all, right? Something is not installed on my phone. Okay, whatever. Thank you for that notification. Yeah, iOS software. Yeah, I know. LDG. It's iOS. But it was a free phone. I can't complain about a free phone because it was a free phone, and I don't have to pay the bill. Somebody else does the bill for me. Yes, I got no. Cinnabon kid. No, it's not Catholic Kenny does not pay the bill. No. Son of a bitch. Damn you, Cinnabon. Cinnabon, you're hunting me and you're not even here. Why are you doing that to me, Cinnabon? Alec, yeah, I heard about that. We were talking about that. We were talking about that on the show, my show, whatever show I did. I did a show yesterday on our live stream. I did a live. Okay, it's not a show. It's a live. That's a live stream. It was a. Oh my God! It was a 6-hour live stream because that movie was a really long movie. But was it good? It was enjoyable. Didn't like it too much. He killed the woman. No, say it ain't so. But he killed the woman. He killed the woman. Woman. Oh no, that poor woman. Oh. Why did he kill the woman? Don't they know how to put blanks in a gun? I mean, it's supposed to be a prop gun, right? They're supposed to put blanks in a prop gun, right? It's supposed to go pop, 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 pop. I don't know. It's like somebody just, they replaced the prop gun and bring in a real gun, right? What are you saying, LDG? You have to, where are my glasses? I can't get my glasses. I don't know. You'll be talking about that on your mornings. You'll be talking about that on your morning stream. Very good. Yeah, do your morning stream. There's enough room for us all, right? There's enough room. Platform for us all, sometimes you gotta say, just because you stream, why can't I stream? I mean, I did stream at this time at one point. I'm just streaming this time again. So it's not so much I'm trying to take away, but let's all be friends. It's community, right? And if you want to go watch the other guy, Mr. Captain Jack, go watch Captain Jack. I ain't gonna be mad. I won't be mad. If you want to go watch LDG, go watch LDG. Hey, there's enough to go around. Hey, these things are recordings, folks. These are recordings. Now, they might last an hour, 2 hours, sometimes 4. Sometimes we might go the distance. The distance, you say? What's the distance? Well, it's like 5 hours, maybe 8 hours. Maybe it's a full shift of work. I don't know. Some radio DJs, they go in and they work for 4 hours. So that's a little long, but hey, if the conversation's good and you're having a fun, why not, right? See the reference. The cowbells. Oh, okay. Wait, we need more cowbell. There's no need for cowbell here. What are you talking about, Darth Aster? Can we talk about physical media? Sure, we can talk about physical media. Why don't we talk about physical media? Come on up, Deckard Spock. I invite you, sir. There we go. Oh, look, we got Dillard Dross. Hey, Dillard Dross, how's it going?
How you doing, Mr. Bill?
I'm doing all right. How you doing, man?
I mean, I would call you by your proper surname, but I just don't know it, so I'm going to call you Sir Bill.
Sir Bill, okay. I haven't been knighted. No, last time I checked, I haven't been knighted. Maybe I did. Maybe I took a wild acid trip to London, England. I got knighted. Who knows?
Hey, maybe let me tell you this. Those people are way over there. What the hell are they going to do? They're going to come over here and give you the business for claiming you're knighted? Nobody's going to do it.
Sure. Why not? Yeah.
This is America. That's why we have the Second Amendment, to keep the Queen of England out of our face.
She might say, "Come now, Billy. My grandson William was named after you." Really? He was? I did not know that.
Yeah. So what are you doing up so early in the morning?
I've been up since I don't know when. I really don't. I haven't slept because I don't sleep. Sometimes
man, that's terrible.
Sometimes I sleep. Well, I sleep in spurts, like an hour.
Have you tried purchasing a MyPillow?
Why buy a MyPillow? I don't even have a bed.
Wait, what do you sleep on, the couch?
I sleep in the chair.
Oh, that's terrible. That chair must stink.
No, this chair, nothing. I wipe it down from time to time.
You wipe it down with what?
Disinfectant wipes, of course.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I mean,
your chair's not made out of some sort of cloth that soaks in.
You can't see it because it's dark and gray. Oh, look, the light. The camera's adjusting the lighting. It's a leather chair. It's a nice recliner chair. You just pick it up. It's a bed. No pillows needed. Oh my gosh! I did cut my hair. Oh, get off of there. Get off there. I didn't comb my hair today. No. Yeah, I'm looking pretty unattractive. So how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm just working on some comic book stuff. You know, the usual.
Oh, you're working on comic book stuff. That's cool.
Yeah, there's these things called comic books. And they're
weren't you working on something called The Buckler?
Yeah, they're like stories, but they got pictures in them. It's fantastic.
That is awesome. You know, I think I've read a few comics. I think I probably own a few comic books.
I don't believe you. You don't own any comic books. These are a new thing.
Sure I do. Yeah. I've been on the planet like 1.5 more decades than you would have, I'm sure. Because I'm old school.
What are you talking about? I'm 105 years old.
Old school. No, then I'm 797 years old. What are you talking about?
All right, Methuselah, prove it.
Huh? What? Prove it. He says I gotta prove it, folks.
You're 700 years old. I mean, you're basically just a pile of dust.
Mm-hmm. Don't you know I'm my own worst. I'm what I hate the most. I'm a sparkly vampire. No, I'm not. I'm not a vampire at all. Maybe I am, but I don't sparkle. I think I might burst into flames if I go out in sunlight. Yeah. Like, oh shit, it's fucking hot. This is, you know. Where's my sunblock 5000? Insert speech here. That's your cue. Okay. I have to keep talking. Okay. I have to keep on blundering about incoherent nothingness.
Why?
Why? Because you're here and I'm here. And there's an audience for, I don't know. They want to hear what we have to say.
You know what was happening? If you're 700 years old, Bill, you must know Genghis Khan personally.
I might have partied with the dude, sure. I can't remember these things, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you were around for the fall of Normandy. I mean,
Well, just because I was around doesn't mean I was there, bro.
And what were you doing that was so important that you weren't hanging out with Genghis Khan?
I was starting trouble.
You know what else was happening? You know what else was happening around the time you were born? The beginning of the nation of Zimbabwe.
Ah, yes, I remember that. Captain Decker Spock says, "Yeah, entertain us." But
Yeah,
you wanted to talk about physical media, and I invited you up here, Captain Decker Spock. Are you ready?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Physical media? What does that mean?
Yeah, physical media is like CDs, Blu-rays. You know.
Oh, CDs, DVDs, Master P.
It's
Charlie's
tangible.
Angels.
It's tangible. You can hold it in your hand, just like this. There you go. That's a Blu-ray. See, that's Day of the Dead. There it is. You know, tangible media.
And what is the point of owning tangible media now that we live in the future?
We live in the future. Well, I don't know. You know, and then we got some, good classic 1941, Saturday the 14th, Time Bandits.
Yeah. All that
Physical
stuff that you see
media.
You see all that stuff in the local library.
I doubt they have those tiles. I could probably run my own video store. You remember video stores? Hey, look.
They were so popular they went out of business permanently.
Look, it looks like a ammo container with the DVDs right there. Don't ask me why I have these. They're just lying around.
Yeah, look at your hair. You got to get with the times, Bill. I mean, you're styling your hair like the boy from Sean from Boy Meets World. This isn't the 90s no more.
Oh well, I need to brush my hair. Whatever. So
you need one of those Steve Harvey makeovers.
Huh? What? See, that's better. That's better. Right?
He'll put you in an oversized pinstripe suit. You look like a pimp.
See, it's dark, and I have this one light on because I didn't turn on the light for the bedroom here. It's a bedroom with no bed. Yeah.
Well, that's foolish. Why didn't you put a bed in it?
There was a bed once. A story I don't care to tell.
You got drunk and you got in a fight with the bed.
Nah.
That bed was looking at you the wrong way, so you started dropping consecutive elbow drops on the bed.
No, nothing like that. Give me Blu-ray or give me this, says Captain Decker Spock. Yeah. Dillard opening those Pandora boxes. Yes. Are you opening Pandora's boxes, Dillard?
What are you talking about? I never even met the girl.
No, Pandora. Pandora's box. It's like, do I have to explain it? Do I really have to explain it to you?
I mean, the real question is, do you have the mental capability currently to explain it to someone?
Well, I can explain it if you understand it. I just don't know.
Yeah, you don't know what you're talking about, Bill. Obviously, you're
Pandora's
drunk.
box is a box you open. It's like you shouldn't have opened it, but you did. And now all hell has broken loose. Once you open it, it can't be unopened. It's
Bill,
out there.
I'm a Christian man, Bill. I don't believe in Greek gobbledygook.
Well, is Jesus your savior?
Absolutely. Personally, yes.
Are you a born-again Christian, sir?
Born again? No, I've always been a Christian.
Oh, okay. But you're a millennial. You're compared to me. You're a millennial.
What does that mean?
You were just born decades too late.
Too late for
I'm being
what?
offensive. I'm being offensive.
Well,
Oh,
what have you
don't cry
enjoyed?
now.
What is it that you have enjoyed that I did not get the opportunity to enjoy, Bill?
Lots. I just appreciate things more than you.
You do? Like what?
Yeah, pretty much everything. Music.
Like me, I can appreciate a nice bed. You seem to not find any merit in owning a bed. That's a very new way of thinking, Bill.
We're not getting into that. That's for another day, sir. What's your pleasure, sir?
I mean, I get up in the morning and I clap my hands and I say, "What a beautiful day." And I go out fishing.
Well, it's a good day for being alive, right?
I can appreciate nature, Bill.
Yeah, nature's good. But you got all that smog where you live.
Yeah, but I can go outside without catching fire.
Really? You could go outside without catching fire? That's amazing.
Can you make that same claim in Arizona?
Hey, top of the morning to you, Jen Pritter.
Yeah, Bill. And God.
Jens, maybe you can settle this debate between me and Bill. Bill says that because of his advanced maternal age, that he enjoys life more than I do. When me, I enjoy life a great deal.
Yeah, well, it is one of them where it don't matter what age you are to enjoy life, but the older you get, the less you've got of it, and so the more you want to enjoy of it. So maybe it's a case of that. But I agree with Bill though. We have seen things that you millennial, and like the generation before us probably saw things that we didn't see, and it's like, yeah, because
I don't know. From what I understand, Bill doesn't get out of the house much. I do, and I see a great many things.
Yeah, but
what? Oh, okay, you want to know the difference between you and me? You have a vehicle. I do not. I get stranded, and I don't care to take public transportation very often.
But you see, I didn't have a vehicle.
Very unsanitary.
I didn't have a vehicle back in the day, so what I did was I applied to this truck driving school, and believe it or not, they gave me a vehicle.
Yeah, but that ain't.
I did that too back in the day. It was in the early 2000s.
Yeah, but after Street Google Map, it lost all its value because anyone can just Street Google Map something and it's being there.
Well, not really.
Well, good as. Well, in fact, it's better. It's better because if you don't like it, you can easily just zoom off at somewhere else where when you're there, it's like,
that's not living. That's not enjoying life.
No. Well, it depends what you like it in life, but I do agree with you, though. You do need to get out once or twice a day to get a bit of fresh air. Like, but not saying stay in all the time, but depends. If I had loads of money though, I'd probably be just like camped in some like sex drug brothel that I've like got guards. Well, you got the money. When you've got the money, what else are you going to spend it on?
See, if you just spend your money on like a nice outfit and go out and enjoy your life, these crazy broads will just throw themselves at you.
Well, I don't know. I'd be too much in a drug stupor to realize what I'd be doing. That's why I'd probably want to stay indoors so I don't get arrested. But that's what happens when you get too much money. You just go crazy.
I wish I had that problem.
Yeah. Don't we all?
It's just quoting something from Blade Runner, I believe. We've seen attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. Watch seabeams glitter in the dark near I can't even pronounce that word. All those moments
Tannhauser
lost,
Gate.
lost in time, tears in rain.
I believe he's being. I believe he's talking about. He's being poetic, but I believe he's talking about being transported through the medium.
No, that's a line from Blade
Oh,
Runner. Have you
yeah,
ever
but
seen the movie Blade Runner?
And but let me ask you this, Bill. Instead
Yeah,
of
it's an-
enjoying life, how many times have you seen Blade Runner?
about 5 times. And the director's cut and all that.
Over, definitely over 5 and definitely over 10.
Okay, so if the movie has a running time,
So
roughly
more
2
time,
hours.
more digits than I have on my
There's
finger.
a few cuts of that fucking Blade Runner, because one of the cuts, I forget, but I think Harrison Ford dies in one of the cuts, and then one of the cuts he doesn't.
I mean, you have spent of your life, Bill, just on this one movie, Blade Runner, an entire day indoors watching it.
Film. Oh yeah,
No, not.
yeah.
Well, if you've seen it more than 10 times, Bill, and the movie has a 2-hour
It's
running
a good
time,
film, though. It's a good film.
I'm
It
sure
is a great film. It's a great film.
Yeah.
But I imagine there's not just one movie that Bill has seen multiple times. I imagine he's seen a great deal of movies multiple times.
Yeah.
This
That's
stuff
why-
adds up.
Yeah, that's why you buy them on DVD so you can watch them multiple times.
No, you go outside instead.
Well, you
I've
can watch
done
both.
that too. You know, one day I actually hiked down to the Grand. I went down to Phantom Ranch and back in one day. 23 miles round trip. A hike in one day.
It's
in-
a Limit
in-
has a good
in-
point.
in
He says, if you
May.
saw it that many times, you should know how to pronounce Tannhauser.
Yeah, well, I don't bother with the words sometimes. They all get me. I mix up me Klingons and Vulcans. Like last time, I showed myself right up. I was talking about a Vulcan bird of prey, and and like everyone was like just quiet, thinking what? And it was like, oh, I mean a Klingon bird of prey, and there was like, oh yeah, now we know what you mean.
Like, I'm a big advocate of the one-time watch movie. And the only time, realistically, that I would rewatch something is if I'm stuck somewhere and I'm going to be there anyway. Like, for instance, Thanksgiving dinner at my mother's house. And if something's playing that I've already seen, I'll watch it because what else are you going to do, right?
Well, that's you, sir. Other people are other ways. We like to enjoy something that we've already liked.
I've watched every single episode of The Next Generation, and I enjoyed it, but I don't see a reason to rewatch it.
Well, it's up to you.
Well, that's what difference between you and I, sir.
That's Bill. You're a millennial. You got to live in the real world.
No,
I wished he was. I wish I was a millennial. I'd be a right fucking tough cunt and all.
Get off of your couch. Stop playing your video games and go outside and ride a bicycle.
I was born 772. I'm sorry.
If I was a millennial, I'd be considered a danger to society. But luckily enough, I'm not. So I'm just a Gen X, which it's normal for us to be like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, Dillard, isn't there any film that you like watch again where you're like, oh yeah, okay?
I'll tell you what I will not watch again. That movie I watched yesterday. The Dune, the 2021 Dune.
Oh, you didn't like it, didn't you, Bill?
It was a very slow burn.
Yeah.
And it all escalates till, oh, you know what? You have to wait till the next one comes out. They say it's a 2-parter. I say it can't be done. So I say they're probably going to make a 3-part. So I saw the first act of a 3-act film.
Right.
Oh, how dreadful! Oh. I hope the next act is probably going to be the best of them all. You know.
I don't. I think if he doesn't do well, it might not even get a second act. I don't
That's
think
probably
they
for the
filmed it.
best.
But I think they already greenlit the second act.
Oh right. Oh well, okay. Because I know they didn't film it. Because sometimes they'll film it like a 4-hour film and then just put part 1 and part 2 sort of thing. But like, I know they didn't do that with it. So yeah.
Tisk, Bill. What? Tisk? What? What you talking about?
He's wagging his finger and tisking you.
Oh yeah, it's just. I think that yeah.
I
Shame,
saw.
Bill. Shame. Got to get out of the house, Bill.
I saw at least 221 days, 8 hours, and 24 minutes movies, 614 days, 15 hours, 11 minutes in. I only watched stuff once. Well, don't judge me. You know what good old Jedi Bill says. Don't ever judge a book by its cover. Knowledge comes in many ways. Mine just happens to be movies. And if you don't like it, well, you don't have to. You just can't appreciate a piece of art
Yeah,
more than
usually,
once.
yeah,
That's
it's
how
like the
I.
music. It's like the music business nowadays. It's like you only listen to that once because it's so shit. But when you got
So,
good music, then you listen to it fucking for a lifetime.
so Dillard, you being an artist, do you appreciate other artists' work? Would you go see the Mona Lisa, and would you only want to look upon it once with your very eyes and never again?
Well, I'll tell you this. I took a trip, and the answer is yes. The answer, I took a trip to Italy, right? And when I was in fresh out of high school, they had a study abroad trip. I was there for 3 months, and I was we were kind of stuck in the city of Florence. Florence has a great number of what would be considered masterpieces, right?
Yeah.
And there's a museum called the Opera del Duomo, and it has the original sculpt for the Pietà. There's the Galleria dell'Accademia, which has the original statue of David of Michelangelo, and then the Uffizi Gallery, which has the Birth of Venus by Botticelli.
Right.
Beautiful works. Saw them all one time. It was fantastic.
Yeah,
Didn't
yeah,
go
yeah.
back to see them again.
But I think though the Mona Lisa is like a good picture in that, but like you could just see a good sort of picture of it on a screen, and that. But being up there, seeing the work of art, because like some paintings, or especially the olden days, you can see the strokes and the way that the paint's
Yeah, but the
been.
thing is this: if you get the opportunity to see it without a crowd or even in the round, it's worth it. If you don't, if you're gonna go and essentially you're just there for a couple of hours, you got something time to kill, and you're gonna go and look in. I think it's in the Louvre, right?
Yeah,
Go look at the Mona Lisa. It's behind 12 feet of rope and
yeah, yeah.
behind glass and all that.
Oh yeah, you are
I
getting
mean,
there.
you're much better off appreciating it from a high resolution photo and maybe a large coffee table book, or even
Yeah,
on a screen.
yeah. Oh yeah. It's a bit like with cars, isn't it? It's like they look great and that, and there is somewhat when you do see a car in its sort of like form and that and so the beauty and that, but sitting in the car is even better. But you ain't gonna get that opportunity with real good cars unless you've got like loads of money. And so it's a bit like something with painting. You can't get that close to them and that. But I think there's some good artwork though that's like done because yeah,
Hmm.
I don't
Did,
Mona
did
Lisa
you
though was the populist one.
Yeah, I watched that movie Dune yesterday, and
Yeah,
it was long. It was entertaining.
yeah,
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 very very stunning visuals. I'll give them that.
yeah. Yeah, as I say, that I don't think it'll do well because the original didn't even do well, and that was sort of like quite good, but not many people knew about the Doom sort of like until the like 1980s film came out and made it like more sort of well known. Uh,
Hmm.
See how
Yeah,
it,
and the thing is this: there are scenes from movies that really resonate with you, right? When you watch them, and me being an artist, sometimes I want to use those as inspiration. Like for instance, there was a movie that came out a while back called Tremors
yeah,
that I
yeah,
really liked.
Kevin Bacon. Yeah,
Right, and it wasn't really important scene in the movie, but there was one scene where there was a boy in the movie he's a shithead and he's always bouncing around a basketball. Um, and there was one scene where he was bouncing a basketball and it doesn't come back up and he gets attacked by one of the graboids. But it was that scene that I wanted to research, like look it up and see kind of the angle of how it was at. And I was like, okay, let me look that up. And I'll look up scenes from movies that I like, but I really will not sit and watch a whole movie again, unless again can't be helped.
Here's what I can tell you about Tremors. At the time, I had somebody who was a relative who worked on the film.
Uh huh.
She was married to my mom's brother, half brother, or no, brother, sorry, brother. Her name, she was a visual effects supervisor, and
yeah,
her
yeah.
name
Good
is
effects
in
in
the
that.
credits. You go check the credits out. Lisa Romanoff, visual effects supervisor. I
Yeah, yeah,
was related to her at the time when she made the film.
right.
She
Uh
met
huh.
Kevin Bacon. Yes, that
Yeah,
is a true fact.
Yeah. Well, it certainly sounds like you're trying to live vicariously through somebody, but that doesn't mean that you're
I
doing
ain't trying to live vicariously through anybody. What you talking about, the Hummus?
it.
I'm just stating fact, my man.
yeah. A good film though, good film. So, what do you think about Trevor's End, the lad? You don't think it's worth a rewatch?
Which one? Tremors?
Yeah.
Yeah, like for instance, like I was telling you earlier, sometimes I rewatch movies because, my family rewatches movies. So I'll be at
Yes.
Thanksgiving or I'll be at my mom's house because, she has to watch, spend time with her grandchildren. I got to give her that, right? So I'm over there and I have nothing to do other than like either be on my phone or, while she plays with the kids. So the movie will be on and I'll be like, you know what? I won't watch a movie that I've seen before that's bad. So I'll change it to a movie
Oh,
that I've seen before that's good.
yeah. Well, obviously you don't rewatch shit films.
Right. So like, oh, you know what? I think she has what is it called? Peacock TV and on her TV and she has some other stuff. And I was like, you know what? I rewatched one of the Harry Potter movies because there was nothing else to do. Okay, I'll watch that.
Harry
Right.
Potter
Oh, I've never
movie.
seen any of them, but there was a bit too sort of because I'm older in that. When they got released, I was a bit too old for them.
Because I watched the movies first, and then before the last movie came out, I was like so engrossed. I was like, I got to go and read the books to find out what happened. So I read all the books before the
Yeah,
last movie came out.
you was probably like about 15 or something one year when the films came
No, I
out.
was in my 20s.
Oh yeah,
That was a fantastic movie series. If you're not, you're doing yourself a disservice by not watching it.
well, no, as I said, it seemed all right, but just not adult enough for me. Even though, like, they've got wizards in and
No, I mean the
great.
thing is, it is a problem because the movies and even the books too, they kind of start off as for kids, and as the years
Mm,
go by, when she was writing them, they kind of get
yeah,
darker
yeah,
as
yeah.
they go
Because the
along.
latest series, yeah,
So
the
if you
proper.
sit down and you watch the very first movie, you're like, this is a movie for kids.
Well,
I'm not going to continue
yeah,
with this.
yeah. I've sort of like feel like I have seen them really because I don't really know exactly what happens much. But I know Harry Potter at the end kills the wizard, don't he? The bad wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spoiler shit, man. Shit. Even though fucking there's probably no Harry Potter fans watching that.
The Lord Voldemort.
Yeah, that was him. Yeah,
Yeah.
he looked pretty fucking freaky, though, didn't he? They're like
Yeah.
got.
God, it's a shame that I watched those movies. I had to
Well,
see those movies.
yeah.
They're not terrible. They're
no, yeah.
they're actually quite entertaining.
Yeah, if I'd have been a bit younger in that when they came out, I'd have probably watched them myself. But then, like I'd seen Rambo.
Did any of you see Young Sherlock Holmes? Remember that film?
No, I never seen it.
1985, Young Sherlock Holmes. That's the first place where CGI got its first early days. There's actually a really cool scene where a guy's hallucinating, and there's this stained glass figure. I want to say creature or silhouette. It's all made out of stained glass, and they're sword fighting. And it's actually quite a cool sequence.
I think probably one of the coolest, and it actually gave me nightmares. Not in a bad way, but I have nightmares sometimes when I see something very creative. I was watching a movie called Stardust, with Michelle Pfeiffer and
oh yeah,
and there was a scene in the movie where a guy dies, right? And she uses like witchcraft to bring his body back to life and be in a sword fight with the hero. And she's like manipulating the little voodoo doll, and he's like fighting with swords and getting stabbed, but not dying because he's already dead. You know, it was fantastic, and the music was really good. I've actually rewatched that scene a couple times on YouTube.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to share it or out, but yeah, I think I might have seen a trailer for it.
It's a Lemon says there's too little time to watch things 10 times with so many other movies out there.
Yeah. Young Sherlock.
Yes. I had plenty of time to watch movies. That's what I do. I watch movies. I should be a movie critic. I really should give you my opinion on everything.
Well, you
don't have to like it, but I'll give it because it's there.
Yeah, well, I'm taking your opinion on Dome because that sounds like pretty much. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking, yeah.
Young Sherlock Holmes. And another good one that Disney doesn't even recognize. It's one of theirs called Something Wicked This Way Comes from like 1980, I believe 1980 or 81. It's a classic though, and it's quite. It's scary. It's scary for people. It didn't scare me, but nothing.
It's a Lemon says if only there was a place that existed where you could give your opinions on movies, and then people would watch it, and then maybe they could add a feature where they could like click a button if they'd like it or not.
I think I just might. I just might make a book, just like them movie critics did, of my top 100 films of all time.
Nah, because you would put Terminator 2 at number 1.
You don't know what my thing. And hello over all real nation. Good to see ya. Top of the morning to ya.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about, Phil.
Yeah, Something Wicked This Way Comes.
Yeah.
Is it? Do they have it available on DVD or Blu-ray? They don't have it.
Yeah.
I haven't.
It's expensive though, because
It's because it's very limited. I'm sure it was limited when they cut.
Yeah, because I used it's. I think they're taking the mick with the used copy, unless like there's some edited version that like they can sell it for used at that price. But it's still like £10, so probably like $13-14.
Captain Deckard says, "Oh well, I'm off to watch Blade Runner for the 11th time. Cheerio."
Oh, it's
Yeah.
terrible.
Hey, that's a good movie.
I mean, you could buy
Is-
that.
is-
you could
is
buy that
Deckard-
DVD.
Is Deckard
Bill.
a replicant? I can't even see. Well, that's in some other country. I don't know if it's the price for that here in America. Let's see.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. I forgot to put the American version.
No,
on.
I can bring it up. Something wicked this way comes. I just a slow typer. I'm horrible at typing.
I mean, I could go through the trouble of ordering that movie, or I could just watch it on Amazon Prime for free. And since I'm only going to watch it once, I think that's the better option.
Which movie? Which one?
Something Wicked This Way Comes.
Is it available? Can you watch it in your
On
area?
Prime, if you have a Prime subscription, yeah.
Yeah, I have Prime Video.
There you go.
I didn't know that it was available. Some movies aren't available. Some movies you have to buy. Some movies you have to rent.
That's correct, Bill. I mean, you could watch it on YouTube Movies for $1.99.
Screw that. I think I have a better source. I think Son of Red Shirt should get up here if he's listening.
No, I ordered a film, and if you want to share the screen, Bill, it's Casino Royale, the 1967.
Oh, 1967.
Yeah,
that's a wonderful film.
Yeah. It's a spoof comedy in that. But I've ordered it. I've got it here now. But like I need to open it to check to see. But it said it was in good condition. But I got it for £3.50. And that, on here it's second hand. Oh, it's second hand and all because like I don't think they do them brand new, but apparently they do. But £10. But it says used for like £6.40. But I got mine for half that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, eBay. So, but I've got to check to see like what the condition of the disc is, but it was from a shop, or if not a shop, some kind of seller that is like a shop because they call themselves a book. It was more of a bookstore, but anyway, yeah. I'll check the disc and all in a sec because I don't care about the case. With DVDs. If the case is all like messed up and that, I don't even care if it's the original case or not. But as long as the DVD is good, then I'm happy.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people send copies of DVDs and there'll be like a watermark on the case or something where someone spilt some tea on it. But as long as the DVD's good, the disc itself. Yeah, I'll let that go. If you getting it cheap, if you're paying it brand new prices, then obviously then no, you'd want book it. Yeah, and I'm gonna watch that Casino Royale for about the 5th, 6th time. It's just I love the sort of just crazy comedy. It's the Austin Powers of before Austin Powers. Yeah, you've seen it, haven't you, Bill, where it just goes crazy.
Yeah. It's a classic right there. I'm a horror official. Dawn of the Dead. 1978. George A. Romero. This is a follow-up to his masterpiece, Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Some people don't appreciate horror movies. I appreciate all movies. I appreciate art, all
Yeah.
forms of art, and movies is an art form,
Yeah. Oh
whether
yeah.
you like it or not.
Even if it's shit to me, it might not be shit to someone else, and it's one of them.
Yeah, you know, Dillard doesn't get why uh, guys like us like to watch a movie 10 times. Sometimes it's nice to. Okay,
I don't think
Dillard? I ask you this question: have you ever read a book more than once?
Oh, heavens no.
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't even like reading them once. Never mind again. The only time I read a book again, and it's not even a book, it is a page of it, is if I've got that bored, I'm reading stuff, I don't even know why I'm reading, so I have to go back a page or two just to see, oh, where did I lose track here? You know, if it's a book.
Yeah. Like books, for instance, like I'll read a book. I'll be like, that was a good book. But then sometimes it'll come up where I want to read a part of it again, and I'll go back and read a part of it. Like I have a book, the book Moby Dick, and I wanted to describe a scene of something coming from the depths. And I remember reading Moby Dick, and there was a really cool part where they were talking about how the seagulls were up ahead, and you could see a dark shadow coming from under, and it was like getting larger and larger and just engrossing everything. It was really cool.
Oh, yeah.
But I wanted to read it verbatim, So I went back and reread that part.
Yeah. So he does like it to go back and visit fucking.
Yeah, I'll go revisit, but I'm not going to dedicate a whole reading session to a book I already read.
No, but it's one of them where if there's somewhat that you like, and that like I like this Casino Royale film. It's like I don't know if you've seen it, Dillard.
I have not. No.
Oh yeah, well, it's got some good soundtrack in it, and that like some good music in it, and it is quite funny, and it's to complete my sort of James Bond DVD collection and all, apart from the new one because it ain't even out on DVD yet. But I've got the rest of them, even though I didn't even really want to collect the Daniel Craig ones, but they were quite cheap. There was only like 50p.
Now, I also, in this scenario, I'm not counting things like, one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish that I have to read to my daughter multiple times.
Oh, yeah. That's fucking thing, ain't it? That's whack.
That's not for my enjoyment, and it doesn't count.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not much of a reader, but I do have books I would like to read, but I just haven't taken the time to read those books. Because
you know what? I might be talking out of the side of my neck here. Hold on. Tell me if this counts. I have read more than once certain stories from my books of the collected works of Sherlock Holmes.
Okay, yeah, that counts.
What? Your own stories? Because I don't think that'd count. Because if they're your own stories, of course you'd know them because they're your own stories. But
no, I mean I bought the book. It's not my own story. It's a book, and it has all of the Sherlock Holmes. Their stories. They're only a couple of pages long, each of them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh right. Oh.
And I've reread a couple of those stories.
Oh right. Yeah.
Son of Richard says, I read a book more than once. Playboy. Does Playboy count?
No, because that's looking at pictures, most of it. And if you do read the fucking
actually modern Playboy, from what I've seen, it's more of a reading.
I don't believe he's referring to modern Playboy.
No.
Oh, back in the day.
Yeah, but
Miss June.
I read a story in a Playboy magazine, a Halloween scary story.
Oh,
And
really? You hold a scary story?
Yeah, I read a
Playboy?
scary story in like the October issue of Playboy one time, and it
My name
scarred
wasn't
me
in
for
it,
life.
was it?
Oh,
No, it was a tale about this young guy, like this teenager, right? Teenage boy. And you know, when you're a teenage boy, like a stiff breeze will give you an erection.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
So like this guy's trying to figure out ways so that he can pleasure himself, and he finds out that if he he goes to his pool in his backyard, that he likes the sensation of the jets and also the suction at the very bottom of the deep end on himself.
Don't we all?
And it comes to pass that one day his parents were gone. He's like, okay, I'm going to put on my swim trunks. I'm going to go in the pool, have myself a great time. So he takes a deep breath, swims all the way to the bottom, and puts his butt right on the filter area that sucks the water through. And he starts going at it like a dirty heathen.
Yitz Lemons wants to say, have you ever eaten a meal more than once? Well,
No,
yes.
Never.
My favorite food is sandwiches.
No. He's talking about a meal. Have you ever eaten your meal more than once? No, you might have breakfast the next day, but whatever you're eating right now, you're not going to eat it again.
Thing, like the same thing for
like if you had eggs on toast or something.
Like it's Taco Tuesday or it's Pizza Wednesday.
So as this guy's at the bottom of the pool, fucking beating his dirty cock.
Son of Redshirt, get your took us up here, man.
He starts to run out of breath, so he's like, "Oh, I gotta go. I have to surface.
Typing in chat and get up here.
I have to breach the surface of the water so I can catch some breath, so I can go down and continue."
Oh yeah.
So he tries to go up, and he starts to feel, "Oh, I can't. He can't get his feet under him because he put his butt right on the bottom on the floor, right? He can't get his feet under him, and he starts to panic. So he gets his hands and his legs, and as hard as he can, he just pushes as hard as he can off the bottom of the pool and gets to the top. And then he starts to get out because he was panicked. Now the thrill is gone. The moment is over. He's lost it, right? But as he's getting out of the pool, he feels something on his legs, and he's like, "Oh, it's the damn tube that cleans the pool," but it wasn't. His anus had prolapsed, and his intestines were coming out of his anus.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah.
It's a completely made up story, but it was one of those scary stories on Playboy.
Yeah, you never went near a swimming pool.
My buddy was laughing at me because he told me to read it, and he was like, "Oh," and he was recording me on his phone, like my face. It was all like aghast and disgusted.
Yeah. That is bad, though. Someone thinking in weightlifting was going for whatever weight they was attempting to lift because it was in competition, and the fucking shut out the fucking colon or whatever.
Huh? But it gave up?
Yeah, because it's straining. You know when you're doing a deadlift and
yes,
the weights and he'd gone to jack it up to get it to his waist, but because it was so heavy, as he jacks it up, his bowels just couldn't take the pressure because he was lifting too much. Because I think he was going for because he was in competition, so he was going for
a maximum deadlift, right?
Yeah.
The most that you can do, the absolute limit of your body's capabilities.
Yeah, and he'd over done it because fucking he'd bring it I don't want to see the fucking video, but I'm sure there is a video of people doing it because it's not a one-off. It's a
no, it happens when these people that are competitive. I mean, they get herniations as they're lifting. It's they're pushing really hard.
Yeah. And so it's like a bit not real common, but it's quite common injury in that sport.
Yeah.
Welcome, son. Wait. What is your name today? Whose idea was it? I be up this fucking early. Well, it wasn't mine.
I gotta say, close enough. Oh my god, did I get to bed late last night? Oh, I'm so sleepy.
Wait, you slept?
So let me
Ugh.
ask you a question, Bill. When you actually do get a full night's sleep, how is your reading skills?
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't been to sleep. I've been up for I don't know how long. Oh, that's what you said. That's what
You
she
haven't gone to
said.
sleep yet, Bill?
I haven't been to sleep. I might have
Oh,
had a nap for about an hour, but that's about it. Hey,
wow.
potato ribbon! Oh my
Potato.
God! Stop the press. Potato ribbon is in the chat.
Hey,
How's it
buddy.
going?
How you doing?
Potato, I say tomato.
I'm trying to be consistent here. I've done the show 3 days in a row. I'm gonna keep it going. I don't care what anybody else says or thinks about me, cause I don't give a fuck.
Oh my goodness.
What? Should I? Should I give a fuck?
I mean, maybe you shouldn't, but do you have to use that language?
Why am I hurting your poor young ears?
I have sensibilities, Bill.
Are
Yeah,
you
he's a
are you a
Christian.
prissy little Dillard Draws?
He's a Christian. He doesn't like foul language.
I mean, I enjoy foul language when it's creative, but just foul language for the sake of
And
foul
I
language.
very
Fucking
seldom
disgusting, that
cuss.
I enjoy foul language when I'm angry. Speaking of which, Potato, brother, how's things going with Pops? Did you get any word back? Is there any news to be shared? Everything okay? I'm hoping.
He may not want to disclose.
I only bring it up because he brought it up in chat. If he, said something aside, I wouldn't say shit. So
Yeah,
I've
Bill,
more-
let the man answer for himself.
All right.
Stop being a mother hen.
Hey.
I was thinking motherfucker, but sure, let's go with hen. It's pretty early in the morning and I haven't had my coffee yet.
Well, I think hen would be more appropriate to what I'm trying to.
I'm sorry.
Jesus, you really haven't been to sleep, have you, buddy? You're kind of running on pure adrenaline right now.
I'm running on something. You know what? I'm running on bullshit. That's what I'm running on.
You know, Bill hasn't had sleep when he starts talking like Sylvester the Cat.
I'm running on bullshit.
Say it, Bill. Say suffering secretary.
Succotash.
Oh, that was terrible.
Did you enjoy that? Did you, Dillard? Did you enjoy that mentally?
Now you fouled it all up, Bill.
How does one fall that
That's
up?
what I'm asking.
I don't know how one does that. How are you doing, Potato Ribbon? What is going on in your neck of the woods? How are you doing today? What is today for you? Is it Friday or is it Saturday? I don't know. Today's Friday for me here. Today's for most of us. I don't know what the time difference is. I'm too lazy to look it up.
Lazy bum.
I may be a lazy bum.
You know what? I did intentionally watch a movie twice. There was a movie that came out in the early 2000s called Euro Trip. I went and saw it in theaters.
I love
there
Euro Trip.
And then there was a girl that went on the Euro Trip with me to Florence, and she wanted to go watch Euro Trip, and I went again with her and watched the movie again in theaters.
That movie is one of those movies. It's bad, but it's charming at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Who was in that? Like nobody's super famous. The only people I remember were Dietrich Bader, Lucy Lawless, in smaller roles, and the chick from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I can't remember her name.
That's the only person that I thought was a star in the movie was that girl from Buffy, and also what's his name from the train, that European guy that's always trying to
from Saturday Night Live.
Behavior. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He was Saturday Night Live. But
I
he
think
also
played
did
like
that.
a horny Frenchman or something.
Yeah, wouldn't leave him alone. People shit all over that movie. Fuck it.
Do
That
they?
one was good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Also, Matt Damon was in that movie.
Yes.
He
Matt
sang a
Damon
song
was in
called "Scotty Doesn't Know."
Oh yes, that's right. Right at the beginning, and Kristen Kruyek. I know her. She's that really cute Canadian chick that was in Smallville. She's like half Asian, half Caucasian. I think. I don't really know that much about her, but she's very pretty one, from what I remember. She also was in Beauty and the Beast, but I couldn't bring myself to watch that, even though I really liked her.
What was her name?
Kristen. Sorry, guys, I haven't had a cigarette or coffee yet. I'm still waking up. Kristen Kruyek. KK. 2 Ks, like first name, last name.
Ah, I see.
An unusual name. I think it's like it's not Czech, Russian, possibly. I don't really know. She has kind of Asiatic features. I'm not saying.
Yeah, it says here that she was born
Individually?
in Vancouver, Canada,
Yeah.
to Diane Che, who is Chinese, and Peter Krieg, who is oh, it stopped. I gotta load the next screen. Damn it. Who is Dutch.
Dutch.
So I guess
Okay,
that's a
Dutch.
Dutch
That would
name.
make sense. Yeah.
Krieg. His name is Krieg.
Okay.
Dutch. There's one thing I can't stand. There's two things I can't stand. People who are intolerant of other people's cultures and the Dutch.
Yeah. That sounds like the motto of my church.
No, that was from Austin Powers, the one with Michael Caine.
Shit.
Yeah. Is there a reason it can't be the motto of my church? I'm not saying it is. I just want to have that printed on T-shirts.
Oh, this girl
Because
you're
I'm a
talking
mean
about
motherfucker before I finish coffee.
was listed as number 37 in 2014 of hottest actresses.
Really? Wow.
Kristen Krieg.
Excuse me. Oh, yeah. So, Dillard, did you get to see, and Jens, of course, did either of you guys get to see Dune yet?
No, I've
No.
never had any interest in Dune. I don't plan on seeing it.
Yeah, no, I can understand that.
Yeah, I don't mind Dune, but from what Jedi Bill said, yeah, I'm not going to go to see it if I don't have to.
I give it a really low of a 1 to 10. I give it a 4. It's like a C minus.
4?
Yeah, 1 to 10. It's like a C minus.
A C minus is 40%.
Yeah,
I can't believe that.
Maybe a D.
I don't know what percentage this is. I don't know. I give it a low score because the execution was long, and I sat through that movie.
Well, you know what? The education system is bunk as it is because, I mean, anything under 59% is a F. I mean, come on. That's a whole bunch of numbers between 1 and 100. It's all F.
You got a point. The education system sucks. That's true, no doubt. I'm just surprised you hit it so low there, though, Billy, because you did seem, in spite of the fact you seemed tired at the end of it, you did seem to enjoy the thing. And I will say myself that because I was watching on a separate medium than you guys, I got like to the halfway point, and I said, okay, I need a break. And I literally went and took a shower, had a meal, had a conversation with my neighbor, puttered around the house, then came back and remembered, oh, yeah, I was watching that movie. Why don't you go see if the guys are still watching? By that time, you guys had finished. So I said, I'll catch the rest of it tomorrow. I certainly didn't think it was bad. It was a beautifully shot movie. Like visually, it was a stunning movie. If I was seeing that in IMAX, I really would have been enjoying it a lot more than watching it on a tablet. It's like watching Star Wars or something on a tablet if you've never seen it before. People go, well, yeah, okay, yeah, it was good. I don't really get what the hype was about. Well, you weren't sitting in the theaters. You didn't get that bam as soon as 20th Century Fox logo came on. It didn't grab you right away. You're sitting in, like, we were all watching on little tablets or computers or stuff. I do think that's not quite fair to the director's vision. But again, much like Diller Draws, I didn't ever have a real interest in Dune. When I went to go see it in the theaters, it was just because it was 1984. I was like a kid still, and it was
That's
the
when
big
I was
movie
born.
from the summer. Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
1984, the
Los
year of the
pollitos
1984 Olympics in
pío,
LA.
pío, pío, cuando tienen hambre, cuando tienen frío.
Hey, Mr.
La gallina
Gregory, good
busca
to see you
el
here.
maíz, el trigo, les dé la comida y preste abrigo.
Wow, very, very nice and entertaining. Thank you for that.
I feel like you're singing me a lullaby or something. What was that, Dillard?
Yeah, it's a little children's song about little chickies. The little chickies squeal, pio pio pio. One of them is cold and one wants a meal. Mother hen goes and gets them corn from the field.
That's kind of sweet.
My daughter loves that song. Oh, there's a fantastic song, and there's like all these crazy kids stuff on YouTube that's in Spanish, right? And we're trying to teach her to be bilingual. And they have this cute song about this little chickie who goes to school, but they make fun of him because he has holes in his pants and you can see his underwear. And then he gets all indignant and says, "Well, my underwear is perfect because my mommy makes it for me."
It's very sweet. Good morning, Mr. Grant Gregory. Howdy, Bill, Diller, and other two. As one of other two, good morning.
Right. Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to you. So, Bill, were you up editing all night long?
Was I up editing? No, I don't know what the hell I was doing. Doing something. I might have slept for 2 hours. Then I woke up.
There's no shame in that. I mean, fuck, you really should have slept for like 6 or 7, but yeah, I got it. Just gonna blow my nose 1 second.
I hate when that happens. You blow your nose.
Temperature dropped like 15 degrees up here last night. It's cold this morning.
Yeah, it's getting November, December time, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right, brother. And in Canada, it's well, I'm almost as far south in Canada as you can get. Like I'm about an hour and a half from being from the southernmost point in the country. And for Mr. Grant Gregory, it's 11 p.m. here in Australia. And I guess for him, like summer's just kicking in, like beginning to kick in. So those guys south of the equator.
In Australia. So they know nothing about winter weather.
Yeah. I can honestly say I'd rather have Canadian weather than Australian weather for the extremes. As trite as it is, you can always put on more clothing and stay warm when it's, when you're in such a tropical subclimate. I guess Northern Australia would be worse than Southern Australia, but the heat, I don't do well in the heat. Melt like ice cream. In extreme temperatures.
Oh, you would melt. You'd definitely melt here. You don't want to come to my neck of the woods. 4 5 months out of the year, it's goddamn hot. Even now, I mean, just yesterday we had 90-degree weather. I know it's October, late October,
Yeah, that's up for sure. Yeah, excuse me.
But it is a desert, so. Mr. Gregory says, let me just highlight that so I can read it properly. We all do have the season here. We have some of the coolest places on the planet and plenty of show. It just happens where no one lives. That's pretty neat.
Holy fuck! Did you see that guy's avatar? You could open cans of beans on his chin. It's so sharp. Look at that. That's a jawline of him. That's like
it's a pencil
Indiana
drawing.
Jones and Indiana Jones and Crocodile Dundee of kids together. That's what it looks like. Very handsome avatar. Less spooky than mine. Potato says, my friend in Arizona was freezing cold, wrapped in a blanket and shaking. She said she was so fucking cold. I was in the same temperature in a t-shirt. Because I'm a man. I let my chest hair keep me warm because I'm a man.
Yeah. Although I can get cold, though. I don't like the cold sometimes. It's like there was a craze, with the soccer crowd to show how manly there was. They'd turn up to games at like this time of year with like the tops off. Yeah, like, well, no, not for me.
Yeah. Let that coffee do its stuff.
Well, there's that dude, isn't there, who calls himself the Iceman, who like has adapted his body to so he can swim in ice cold climates and that, where most people.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, I think I missed something there. You talking about those Polar Bear Club people, those ones that do the ice dips every year?
Yeah, sort of. But it's this dude that that's what he claimed. They tested him and he can, but he's been doing it for years and years because he goes jogging in cold extreme weathers, and so his body's used to the cold temperature, so
now he has secured a place in the 2021 Guinness Book of fucking retards.
Yeah, could have, but he does sort of do them sort of ice dip things, and people will say, "Oh yeah, most people can't," but it's all in the mind though, because most of it's all about mental strength than physical, and then sort of
and in preparation too, brother. I never really went in for that, but by accident once I fell off a boat right after it was a canoe. And I was fucking around a bit, I admit, but not in a malicious way. Like I was trying to move around and make potential room for stuff. And I had been in a canoe in like 15 years and I wasn't thinking. You never stand up in a canoe. Well, just like, I can do it for a second. No, you can't, asshole. Again, it went right out from under me.
Yeah, no, never stand up in a canoe unless you fucking got real good balance, because as soon as you stand up it's gonna be fucking, and so it is if you stand up in a canoe you gotta have real good balance, like tightrope balance sort of thing.
Yeah, the thing is, brother, I don't have that caveat attached to me, the real good balance caveat.
Yeah.
I can do this for like 2 seconds and just, turn around quickly and move this pack. No, you can't, you fucking moron. I went right into the lake, and it was right after, it was in spring thaw. There was no ice on the lake, but it had just melted away.
Oh, yeah.
It knocked the wind right out of me. Excuse me.
Hello, Mr. Gregory. I want to turn our attention back to the chat. Potato Ribbon says, my friend in Arizona was freezing cold, wrapped in a blanket and shaking, and she said it was so fucking cold I was in the name of temperature in a t-shirt.
Ooh. Okay. Same temperature in a t-shirt.
Thank you for correcting me.
Yeah, I don't like doing it, but it did make the sentence make sense.
All right. So I miss things. All right. Sue me.
Early in the morning,
No,
buddy.
don't sue
Nobody's
me.
correcting your fucking English? No. Reading? Yes.
My bad
More accurate.
bad lip reading. Top of the morning to you, Mr. Gregory. How you doing?
Yeah, well, buddy, and yourself?
Good.
Hello. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, good night, good evening. Wherever you're from.
That's the spirit. Cheers,
Yeah.
mate. How's it down in the land down under, if that's not too corny for your ears at this time?
No, I mean it's night time now, so it's dark, but it's probably the only time I'll be able to go outside and do stuff because of the government's restrictions. But apart from that, we're all
Oh, yeah, buddy, boy. We've been hearing about what you guys have been putting up with. I'm so sorry. That sounds rough.
it'll be
Canada
right.
was getting their ass kicked, but nothing compared to what Australia is going through.
Yeah, ours is short term. Ours is everything's coming out of it. All the protests and everything happened, and then they said no, it's not going to come out of lockdown. We're not going to come out of lockdown, and then all of a sudden they went, yeah, we're going to come out of lockdown now. Everything's going to be fine. Let's just go back to normal.
Yeah.
Government realised that we're not putting up with it.
Well, yeah, I get it, the frustration, you folks. I was watching a video somebody posted online. An elderly Australian married couple was out for a walk, and they were detained by 6 fucking cops on the beach.
Yeah, the guy that actually filmed that also got arrested.
The poor son of a bitch. I had a feeling he was being a bit mouthy with the cops, though. There's a weighted. I get the frustration, but
this guy is awesome. He's called the Aussie Cossack. He's a Australian-born person whose family comes from Russia, and he films the cops all the time, and he calls them out. And no, he's really good. It's what's needed to call out the hypocrisy.
I saw this old woman who was like protesting, but there weren't loads, and these cops charged the protesters and smacked this old woman down. And you're thinking, oh, that's bad enough, but then the
and they sprayed her in the face.
Yeah, and it wasn't a little square. It was a proper good sort of second or two blast in the face, so you was proper like gonna be feeling it.
Well, yeah, the pepper spray that we use here is different to the pepper spray that's like, say, in US. It's not based on like capsis, and it's not a burning one. It's a chemical burn and reaction. It physically stops you from seeing. It doesn't burn your eyes. It literally just sends you blind.
Yeah. Well, it's okay to hit an old lady in the face with that, then.
Hey, Envy Geek. Top of the morning to you.
Hey, there he is.
I had enough of that shit.
That's understandable.
I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the fucking mood to hear his fucking conspiracy theory shit. I'm not in the mood for it. But hey, let me show you guys something. Hey, let me show you guys.
Did I miss something in the conversation? What are you talking about, brother? Who was talking conspiracy theories?
It was on Captain Trek's channel. I was barely there for a few minutes, and I'm just like, I'm done. Not with Captain Trek. It wasn't his
because I was
issue.
talking, and I thought you were saying that I was doing conspiracy theories, and I was just
no, not you. No, nothing with you guys. Hey, you guys, check out what I found. So my son wanted me to grab a card for him at Walmart this morning. And I said, fine. I went and did it after I dropped my wife off at work. You guys, check out what I found for $20 each.
The Addams Family on Blu-ray.
Originals.
Was that $20 for the whole series or the first season?
Nope, whole series.
Wow.
You know what? I have that on DVD.
It is DVD. Yeah, it's DVD.
I think I have the same thing on DVD.
And guess what else
I found? Good morning, Sherry.
Hey, check out what else I found for $20.
Night
Rider.
Yeah, I've got I've got that, but
I love that theme.
You got your toys in the background there. That's
Oh
pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah. I got a
Toys looks like some Star. Is that a Star Trek uniform back there? I
no,
see?
no. There's no. I don't have a story. No. Let's see.
Yes, Midnight. Hello.
Jason Voorhees, an alien xenomorph, the Gremlins Christmas Carolers.
Ah,
That needs
nice.
to go back down here.
So okay,
Tornado T1000. A real Sarah Connor.
Oh,
cool.
Surely good times.
Predator 2, Ghostface.
Is that Scream?
Yes, Ghostface. This is Ghostface.
Oh, where's Potato Revan? Hey, buddy, they got your favorite horror movies up here. Lucky guy. What are the action figures? If I'm not, is that the proper name for that, or yeah?
Those are Babylon 5 action figures.
Really? Wow. Oh, I wouldn't ask you to pull it off the wall. I didn't know they existed.
Neither did I. Most of this stuff I buy at the retro toy store I go to. And they had a whole set, Potato Revan, they had a whole set of Knight Rider, or not Knight Rider, sorry. They had a whole set of these Babylon 5s that somebody had brought in because they take new things in and, they'll take things in and they buy them and then they sell them. And they had, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They had 10 of them. 10 different characters, $9.99 each. I just looked at them and said, can I just buy all of them?
No way. Okay, that's cool.
How
do you affix them to the wall? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, buddy. I'm just curious. Is it like tape? Did you tack them up there?
No, those are currently up there by 3M tape. Those 3M adhesives.
Mm-hmm.
I try to do that with some of the stuff. Some of it's easier to do than others. I have things you guys can't see because I would have to turn my camera over, but let's see if I can.
It's funny you said that. I got things here you can't see, but mostly because, the police would show up here if I showed you.
Yeah. I've got Ecto 1. I've got the DeLorean.
Oh, wow. Is this your man cave? Like your office or your
I call it
sanctum sanctorium?
Yeah,
I call it geek.
I call it my den of geek. Yes, this is my area. Something I got from the Comic-Con that I was very proud of.
Okay, Thundercats.
No, not Thundercats.
I think, or He-Man.
He-Man.
Okay, I got
I don't actually. No, I've got to get me a Sword of Omens.
Is it? I got to assume plastic. I couldn't really tell. Is it like a polished foam core? Okay, yeah.
So my son had a good idea here because I picked this up too at the Comic-Con too. I picked up Mjolnir, and he was like asking me if I was going to hang it up. He had a great idea. I should get just get a piece of leather, tie it around it, and hang it up like that.
Yeah, that's a cool idea.
An umbrella rack hanging up on that, like they do in the comics. Every time Thor goes in, he hangs it up on an umbrella rack.
Here's one for you. Here's one I didn't even know they made. This is why I picked this up.
Oh, really? Nice.
Oh, a Buffy action figure. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea they did. I picked that up. Man, if they had Angel and Spike, I would have picked those up too. Oh, here you go. Here you go. Just for you guys too. Another strong woman.
Ellen Ripley.
Oh, yeah.
Damn right.
Does that come with like a dead newt in a box? I never got over the beginning of Aliens 3, finding out they killed off Reese and Newt. That was depressing.
That's why I only watch Alien and Aliens.
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing with me and Terminator. I only watched Terminator and T2.
Mm-hmm. Mind you, that being said, when you've seen what happened to the Terminator franchise, Terminator 3 is fucking epic compared to the last fucking Terminator movie. Terminator 3 is high art compared to the last movie.
I like to take this
So it's a
moment
prequel
to
trilogy.
address, stop saying freaking to the morning that Yerk's Irish mockery language. What? Who am I saying hi to? What was I saying hi to?
It's the way you kept saying top of the morning every time somebody would come on. He's kidding you because that's an Irishism where, top of the morning to ya. Where's me bowl of Lucky Charms? I was going to bomb that Catholic church, them rotten.
Was that really upsetting you? Was that upsetting you? I'm sorry.
Hey, to an Irishman, that's full on racist.
I don't mean to offend people. Wait a minute. Yes, I do.
What happened to Dillard? I look up and he's gone.
I know, Dillard. I know. I turned my head for a moment, and then boom, he went away. Boom, he went away.
Slipped out like a thief in the night. Check the silverware. No,
I offended you. Did I offend you, sir? It mocks the language. Are you really angry at my language? Well,
I think he might be going off the edge here. I'm looking at 824. It says, they, person, I have many pronouns. They, person, I have many pronouns.
Yeah, okay. I don't know what you speak of.
Did you
what
guys
the hell is a pronoun?
Did you guys hear the news about what happened on... Did you guys hear the news about Alec Baldwin?
Alec Baldwin. Yeah. What the fuck happened there?
We talked about that on one of my shows. I can't remember. I'm doing so many of them nowadays.
Yeah, I'm all over the place. Like, holy shit! Last time we heard anything like this, most of us would remember was when The Crow came out.
Yeah, but different scenario. Yeah. This one, they said that was the barrel. They would do it. The director and the DP were doing a close up of a gunshot. They were getting a nice close zoom, and then the barrel actually exploded. It wasn't like it was a misfire. Someone misplaced. It was an actual physical malfunction versus someone actually loading live rounds compared to Paul Brennan Lee.
I will say this personally. I can't stand Alec Baldwin. I think he's a piece of shit. But even I wouldn't. But this is not something I wish on anybody. Because now he's got to live with this. Unfortunately, but still.
It's kind of ironic that 2 years ago he said, I wonder what it would be like to accidentally kill someone. And then had a smiley face about it. And then almost 2 years to the date that he said it, this happened. It's just like, whoa.
Yeah, sometimes people should watch what they say. I mean, I don't, but that's because I would never say something stupid like that.
Now, I haven't gotten too much information from this, and Sherry brings up a new wrinkle that I was unaware of. She asks, why was he aiming at the producer and cinematographer at such close range?
No, he wasn't. It was I'm saying. The director and the cinematographer were on the side, and they were looking at the gun barrel. It was a close-up shot. It wasn't directly down the lens. It was to the side, like how you see because it's a Western film,
or like
the camera
James Bond movies.
Zooms down to the barrel as it fires. It fires. Usually you get a flare comes out, but there was something wrong with the gun, and the barrel exploded at the end, and the shrapnel was the thing that actually hit them because they were so close. There was no time for them to move.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, you got to think
technically it was a shot,
but he didn't actually. You got to remember how close these people are. I mean, these sets are, we think they're big and everything, but they do like, those close-up shots and stuff.
Oh, sure.
It's yeah.
Well, I mean, there was only the three of them on set at the time. That's what they said. Because it was because of being a weapon, it was a closed set. So.
Yeah. Well, it is certainly is a tragedy in any workplace when some poor bastard dies. Sorry, I didn't mean to say poor bastard, but like some poor fella, meets his end just by going to work. What a lousy way for any of us to die. I'd much rather hope it's in bed with a couple of supermodels in my sleep after a night of conquest. But with my luck, it's probably going to be behind it. It's going to be in a dumpster behind a 7-Eleven or something like that. Boy, do I got a lot of faith in my future.
Well, this is going to. The investigation is going to, they're going to cooperate and everything. And I don't have much doubt that it's going to be ruled an accident based on the little bit of information. But, we've got to wait. I
tell you who's getting grilled is the weapons master for that shoot. Prop master. Well, he's he's probably feeling like a piece of shit today, too, because he's the guy that cleared that weapon for. Hang on a second. Sorry, I got somebody at the door.
Yeah. And I know they said something along. I've seen some people with some pretty shitty things to say. It's like, why didn't he check it? It's like, he's the actor. It's the prop master's job to certify the weapon, not his. Right. He's not trained to do that.
And even if he tried to do that, then they would have to go back and do it all again because he's not qualified to do it. If he looked down the barrel or did anything like that, or even tried to inspect it, they would have to be a brand new inspection all over again.
Well, he's the actor. That's not his position. He's getting what he thinks what he thinks is an actual prop.
Yeah, they hand him the weapon. He does the thing. They take the weapon off him. He holds the weapon for all of about 20 seconds. Even in between takes, if they want to do it again, the weapon gets taken off him. It's a stock standard thing.
Yeah. When you watch some old westerns, you've seen some. Like take Tombstone for example, where you see Kurt Russell shooting at people, and it's basically him shooting at the camera.
I mean,
you got him shooting the props. And the camera is right there in front of him doing it to get that close-up shot.
Yeah. Well, if it's done right, then it's going to be okay. But if it's not checked properly and there's any sort of thing that's down that barrel, it can, because it's like it is a bullet going off, but it just hasn't got the shell. I mean the point. Bullet point on it, but it is a proper bullet, and so if there's anything that gets jammed down the barrel and that, it will explode or push that out so hard it is practically like a bullet.
Unfortunately, cost the cinematographer her life.
Yeah,
and this was the third day, I think they said, of shooting, so there's probably a good chance that this film won't actually happen, especially seeing though the director was wounded pretty badly.
Yeah, it would seem like the best to just call it off, and because it's probably going to be a bit of a there's not going to be much happiness on that set, is there? So it's going to be a bit of a telltale sign of the film when you see the actors not being too...
I mean, how are you supposed to expect your lead to hold a gun and fire it in a western if this has already happened? He's not going to be able to do it again. Yeah,
true. It's going to be one of them where you're going to be wanting it, double checking, won't you? You'll be like, oh, someone's already died and that, so...
Uh-huh. But the problem is, how are they supposed to double check it? They've loaded a blank into it. If they fire it, then they're going to load another blank into it. Like it's
Well,
what did you guys say? That somebody, I think, Son of a Richard said that the prop actually exploded. The barrel exploded. It was a tip.
Yeah. So that was Mr. Gregory actually, but and if the barrel explodes, there's no way to predict that. That is about as accidental. You were in the military,
yes,
geek. I got no doubt there. You must have heard of accidents on the range, misfires, or But to me, it seems like something must have been wedged in the barrel. Now I could be wrong. It could have been way open. It could have been metal fatigue on the gun that just let that happen. But
metal fatigue, excess powder in it. Like it could have been overcompressed. Like there's so many different things that could have happened.
Yeah, there's a lot of. That's why they're going to have to, do the investigation, look at the gun, send it to forensics, and take a look at what happened. They'll probably be able to analyze what was the cause of it, But yeah, we have heard. I mean, we were taught about jams and misfires and certain things. And yeah, if certain things happened on the range, you immediately stopped and got the range master to come check it. If you couldn't tap rack bang it out, but there was one thing, and it's been so long I can't even remember the word. But there was a certain thing we were told: if you hear a certain sound come out of that weapon, even though it doesn't fire, you are immediately to put it down, get the range master over there, and tell them what happened, because the sound they were saying is basically if we try to do something else again, it could actually explode in the gun or in the rifle.
Yeah, it's the same with the SLRs that the Australian military had. There would be a certain sound when it was when you pull back, and you'd be able to hear it because there's just a resonant or an echo in the actual chamber. And yeah, there was something wrong with it. And as soon as you heard that, you had to put it down. Especially anything that's high powered. That's the biggest problem. Anything that's high powered, yeah.
Oh, now I get the joke, Potato Revan. He said when I pulled the Sword of Power, because his name is He-Man, he said they person. I have many pronouns. He was making fun of the I have the power. That's what he was making a reference to.
Mm-hmm.
I have the pronouns.
Yeah. I am.
Only 3 people share my secrets. That's her, him, and they.
The non-binary sorceress, the transgender them at arms.
Wow, are we on different pages? I thought Jens Pender was like just giving us his an overview. Only 3 people know my secrets, and I'm looking at the top chat. There's 3 people. I don't get it, but no, you went right to He-Man. Good for you. That didn't even occur to me. Waking up, to be honest with you, I'm a little behind the 8 ball. Not too sharp this morning, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I'm only going to be on here another few minutes. I was going to watch Dune last night, but by the time everything was all said and done and I was going to sit down, I was so goddamn tired. My wife and I we laid down and just talked for about an hour, and then I just crashed out. So I'm going to go watch it this morning.
Oh, good on you, mate.
In the theater or at home?
No, I'm going to watch it on fuck no, I'm going to watch it on HBO Max.
I was going to say, if he's already said if he could save a buck,
Yes,
he would.
we have HBO Max.
The way to do it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I have Max, but I ran into issues yesterday.
That's probably because everybody was trying to watch the movie at the same time.
Yeah, no doubt.
By the way, Charlene, I have a movie for us to watch tonight when Mom gets home. Free Guy. Basically, a non-player character suddenly realizes he's in a game.
Damn it!
Sounds...
I hate you. I'm gonna watch that. I want to watch that too.
Well, it was I went to Walmart specifically just to get something for my son, and I saw Free Guy there, and I was like, "Oh, I want to watch this." And then I saw Addams Family and Knight Rider for $20, and I'm like, "I'm not passing this shit up." I have the original Addams Family, the black and white version. Yeah, you want to watch one? What's wrong with black and white? There's no color. Doesn't matter.
Oh, that's so sad when I hear people say that. Kids in particular.
Some of the best movies ever made are in black and white.
Absolutely correct.
And my opinion is right. Some of the best horror movies ever made are in black and white.
Free Guy was funny, said Sherry.
They're not like horror movies like slasher movies or things like that. They're more nuanced. Oh, God. I'll just have to show you one of these movies one of these days.
Harold Lloyd and Buster Keaton and Charlie Chaplin and Laurel and Hardy.
Did you hear the murdered YouTuber, her boyfriend, and a murderer remains?
Yes, I did hear about that this morning.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Did you hear a murdered YouTuber and her boyfriend?
Okay, hold on a second.
There was the girl that was murdered before, but did her boyfriend?
What happened was He was there was suspicion he murdered her. He disappeared, and they found his body. Well, they didn't find his body. They found his bones.
Ooh.
Well, the way they
That's
had to do
rough.
it was they identified him through dental.
Oh, is this that young girl that was hiking through the Colorado Rockies with her boyfriend and she was vlogging it or YouTubing it?
Yes, that's the one.
Wait, so he died as well at the same time, or?
No.
Yeah, the cops were looking for him. But
yeah, he left his house. What happened was he left his house. Nobody heard from him again, and now they found his remains. Oh, his parents found them. Okay. Gabby and Brian. Yeah, the Gabby and Brian thing. I haven't really kept up with it, but I was listening to it on the,
fucking sad. She was like, what, 22, 23, just a kid, and he couldn't have been any older, you know? Oh, just so sad. And also, as Potato Rose says, parents found them. What a nightmare. It takes me back. There was a young woman that got killed in Toronto here, and the cops had been looking for her, and the mother was out, and she just wouldn't stop. Like, she was at hour 47 and found her own daughter in a stairwell dead, you know?
Oh, my God.
Just the absolute, I don't have children, but that is one thing I don't think you have to be a parent to understand, you know, for a parent to find their child. What a fucking nightmare.
My uncle Steve, I got a phone call the first year I was in the Marine Corps. He had 3 daughters. His middle-aged daughter, my cousin, fell asleep. We believe she fell asleep at the wheel on her way home. She crashed her vehicle and unfortunately died.
Oh, that's so sad.
And I was 19 at the time, so she was just, I think she was a few years older than me, so I think she was only 22. And man, yeah, of course my uncle was devastated. Yeah, that was back in. Yeah, that was back in 1999. God, it's been that long.
I don't mean to jump tracks, but I gotta say I am quite curious. I don't really know. I mean, I watch a lot of war movies, but I don't really know American military signias very well. I had assumed what you had up there was an Air Force. Your avatar, I mean, when I say what you have up there, your avatar. It reminded me of an Air Force type logo. Is that from the Marine? Oh, it is an Air Force logo. Okay.
Yeah, I was in the Marine Corps for 4 years. I made the rank of corporal. And when I retired from the Air Force, my rank was technical sergeant. So that is my retirement rank. And I have this up this week in honor of Colin Powell's passing.
No, good for you. Yeah, he was quite the gentleman, no doubt.
He almost he almost was going to run for president, wasn't he?
There was talk about it. He decided. I found something interesting when I was doing my because I did do a 10-minute video on him, and you could tell I was emotional about it. I had nothing but tremendous respect for this man, and there was actually talk when the Clinton Gore administration came in. Congress wanted to actually award him the 5th star, making him the general of the Army. And I think the only reason why it didn't happen is because we were not in the middle of an actual major war.
Right.
But there was a lot of, I mean, both sides of the aisle had nothing but respect for that man.
Yeah. And rightly so. I know his name kind of took a little bit of a beating through the Bush administration, but you know, looking back, and I'm not hating on George Bush, don't get me wrong. I just think that a lot of times he people pointed to him for answers that he couldn't give in certain situations. I'm no historian. I might not have the story perfect. But that being said, it was all quickly forgotten. And, you know, I can't remember anyone saying anything bad about the guy. He was just so universally well liked. Stormin Norman Schwarzkopf, out of the same war, had a fairly good reputation too. You know, positive reputation. People liked that guy. But he passed away like 15 years ago or so, I think.
Yeah, Stormin Norman. I remember. God, I wish I still had these. We actually had they made cards for the leaders of the first Gulf War, and I remember having a Schwarzkopf card. I was like, damn, I wish I still had that collection.
Well, didn't they also make cards for the enemies? Like in yeah, so that way guys in the field had a little in their pocket, they could whip it out and whip their, hey, this guy's the 3 of clubs, or you know, like they'd have like their faces and stuff on there. I'd love to have a deck of those too. That would be an interesting poker game. During the Bush reign, they sold posters of Bushisms. I believe fish and humans can live in peace. During the Bush reign, they sold posters of Bushisms, which are sayings attributed to George Bush Jr. I believe fish and humans can live in peace. Well, out of context, that's hilarious.
Well, as someone who is very avid in American history, I've done a lot of reviews and I've read a lot of things on the second Iraq War. And, you know, this is one of the things that pisses me off about people. They want to just assign blame to one person or two people. And it's like, no, there was a lot more nuance to what happened than what you think. But people are lazy and they don't want to fucking look that shit up. They listen to somebody's talking points and that's it. Whereas me, when it comes to things like that, and I want to shut somebody down because they're a dumbass and don't know what they're talking about, I just throw facts in their face and it drives them batshit crazy.
Yeah, you can't argue with facts.
Yeah. I gotta just jump rails here for 2 seconds to say, Mr. Grant Gregory, that is the creepiest avatar up here today.
Yeah, I was inspired.
Yeah. What's that from? It's familiar, but I can't place it. I was for half a second I was going to say Rocky Horror Picture Show, but that's not.
Even more creepier than this?
I don't know. I Google searched your face because it reminded me of something. So and then this was one of the results that came up.
Oh.
I just did reverse image search.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't even know that was possible. Good on you.
Yeah, mouse almost looks upside down because of the angle of the head.
If it helps. Yeah.
Even more creepier than that.
What's that from, Bill? Is that your Uncle Boris?
That's me. That's me as Uncle Boris.
Yeah. I wouldn't self-identify with that picture too strongly. Good morning, P-Cat.
I'm proud of it. That's a character I created.
No, I'm just saying, make sure people understand that's a character instead of that's what you actually look like. You don't spend a lot of time with your face on camera, so be, oh my God, Bill, I had no idea that's your condition. Well, I'll give you a like then. Actually, that could be a great way to get likes.
No. You don't want to see me angry. The evil comes out.
There's actually one horror character. There's 2 more horror characters I need to get. I'm not going to get Chucky because I'd never been a big Child's Play fan, but I really do want to get Pinhead and one of my actual favorites. I think it's an underrated horror movie, Pumpkinhead.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, and if I can get one of the clowns from Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
My friend had After Evil Dead. Had like the hand and chainsaw bits you could change.
And Big Geek, did I ever show you my Darkman? I have Darkman.
Oh, nice. No, you haven't shown me your Darkman.
Hang on.
Oh,
Get
Take
him
the
off
fucking
the wall.
elephant.
I think I saw it in the
Get
background
him off the
once.
wall.
Yeah, I think I saw him on the wall once, but I don't think I've seen him up close. And here's one for you guys that I always like to do to make Jedi Bill jealous.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they live. Is that Nando? I can't.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. With jean jacket too. I love that.
Yeah.
You just need the Keith David doll in like 7 minutes of stop motion action fighting. Who's that? Darkman. Oh boy.
Man.
For those of you who
Holy
don't
shit.
remember, that was a Liam Neeson movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. With
Look at-
what's his name? The second one was The Revenge of Durant or something, and it starred the guy from L.A. Law, whose name I can't remember right now.
Yeah, he plays the bad guy in
Other
the
ones.
American Werewolf in London.
Yeah. Toxic Avenger.
Yeah.
Toxie.
Yeah. And look,
That's cute.
they got the Mummy.
Oh, does that say
This is a
Series
picture.
2 Killer Clowns on there?
Yeah. Killer Clowns.
Shit. What company is this?
It is Now Playing presents.
Ooh. I think I want to get me a Killer Clown.
Oh yeah. Dr. Peyton Westlake is right there. Sada Toys.
Take the fucking elephant.
I'd like the pink elephant for my girlfriend, please.
Yeah.
That is an underrated good thriller. It was labeled as a horror movie. I don't think it should have been labeled that. It should have been labeled as a revenge movie.
Oh, yeah. But it was horror revenge, wasn't it? Because he got fucked up so bad that, like, his life at the end, he had to, like, leave his bed behind, wasn't it? It was so much.
Oh, this is horrible.
All right, we need to turn our attention back to the chat because we're nothing without the chat. So, let me see. Potato Revan says, "Oh, wait, we got that one." P-Cat says, "Go red shirt." Okay. Sadly, we live in the world of lazy people. We see talking point and take a fact. Even worse, when we see the Flash Hood in a movie and believe it is fact. Here you go, red shirt. Now that are you gonna read it? Oh, fine.
Now, a lot of people, aka Dims, get their information from fucking TikToks and Twitter and YouTube. Yeah, sadly, that's true.
OMG.
Sherry, yes, I did hear that there is a Hellraiser reboot and Pinhead is going to be a woman.
Yeah. Fucking
Look, I've got to be honest. The only Hellraisers I watch are Hellraiser 1 and Hellraiser 2. Anything past that, I don't really care for. You know, it's just.
Well, I mean, Pinhead and Hellraiser was initially gender swapped because it was originally a woman, and then they changed it for the movie to be a man. Because it was originally Pinhead was known as the female or the priestess, and then in later adaptations it was Pinhead, and then that was the one that they decided to go with for the films. I can understand why they wanted to go back to more of the source material, but Hellraiser was a title that was given to multiple people, and that was the whole point.
We lost Son of Red Shirt.
I still think Pinhead looked better as a dude, though, because if it's a woman Pinhead, you'd be like, oh, right, well, that ain't so bad. At least it's a hot chick. Especially these fucking soy nerds. They'd open the box deliberately just so a hot chick would fucking touch their pee-pee.
I mean, that's part of the attraction as well. I mean, the chick who will be playing Pinhead, she's definitely not unattractive.
No.
So
there'll be loads of like fucking horror
Here's,
fans. Yeah.
For anybody who likes a good, for anybody who likes good old slasher stuff, on Netflix, The Movies That Made Us has Halloween, the first Halloween, Friday the 13th. I've watched the Nightmare Before on Elm Street one, RoboCop, and I think I'm watching this one next. Aliens. Yeah.
Well, 80s action and that. I'm into.
I definitely want to watch the one on aliens. I remember when my wife sat down with me, Super Blubberpuss. When my wife sat down with me and watched both Alien and Aliens, and I told her, I said, this is one of those few areas where we almost universally agree that the sequel is actually superior. And she finished both movies back then, and she goes, they were both great. You're right. The sequel was better. And I was like, yeah, but they're both still fucking classics.
Nice. Hey, good morning, Super Blubberpuss. Good to see you.
Yeah, I can't say I'm a real big Aliens fan. No, I don't mind it, but I'm more into the Predators and evil pets and that.
To answer your question, PCAT, I prefer the director's cut. And I have the director's cut on Blu-ray.
I think Alien is a much better film, but I have more fun watching Aliens. I think the better of the two films is definitely Alien, for all of its beats and its points and everything. But I think Aliens is a much more fun sort of film. It's a film that you can sit down in any sort of time and watch.
You know that was ad-libbed?
Yeah. Back
he ad-libbed that in. And they kept it. Game over, man. Game over. Hey, you gotta.
Was that Elmo? Was that Elmo doing that?
I need to get a Bill Paxton action figure. Why? Because he was the only guy to get the trifecta. He was killed by a Terminator, he was killed by an alien, and he was killed by a Predator.
Yeah. And Terminator, yeah.
Most people don't remember him being in the first Terminator movie.
Yeah.
PCAT, I like the director's cut because it brings up the fact that it does bring up that Ripley had a daughter.
Well, no,
which
you get
adds
the full
to
context of Newt's parents as well.
Yes, and we saw Newt's parents and stuff, and it added to why she was so protective of Newt, and then they screwed it up in Alien 3, which is why I won't watch past Aliens.
They actually did a retcon in the comics, which is still in canon, where what happens is Hicks actually gets taken out, and the person that's in the thing isn't actually Hicks. It's another bloke. The bloke that rescued Hicks from the thing actually got attacked by the aliens and escaped, and then what they did is they jettisoned the pod to get away. So Hicks is now on this other planet. He's got a full run on the comics, which is still within continuity of the movies. It is the dumbest way of doing it, but because it was quite a popular character, they decided to retroactively bring him back.
Yeah, I don't understand why they went that route. It just didn't work. Yeah, I hate it too. That's why I said, I just stick with those two movies. I don't need the rest of them.
Well, here's the thing. Alien 3 had a lot of great premise to it. It had a lot of good direction to take the franchise, and then they subverted their own expectations by turning it into a terrible film.
Even Sigourney Weaver admitted it wasn't a good movie. I mean, that was back when actors have said, yeah, we kind of screwed the ball here.
Yeah, but it was sort of rushed, as in it was one where he didn't really want to make Aliens 3, but it was right, well, we'll give you this much money. All right then, okay.
Uh-huh.
Making Aliens 3 or 4. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care for them. I don't watch them. I don't have them. I have Alien and Aliens. If I had the option to buy the 4-pack of, or just buy the 2 movies individually and it would cost me more, I'd buy the 2 movies just individually. Because I don't want those other movies.
Yeah,
Oh man, it was so funny. It was so funny this time. I don't know if I told Jedi Bill this, but I don't think you guys heard this story. My son, one morning, he was like, "I want to watch a movie, Dad, with you." It's like, okay. And I was like, okay, we're gonna watch something you have never seen, because I'm like, I'm not gonna watch something we've already. And I grabbed Predator, and we sat down and watched Predator, and he absolutely loved it. And there's the one scene when the Predator is doing the detonation thing, and my son literally, right when he said that, when they panic, he just literally yelled, "Run, bitch! It's a bomb!"
Yeah.
I just started laughing so goddamn hard. I was like my son figured it out before Schwarzenegger. My son was like, "It's a bomb!" I wasn't expecting it. It was so damn funny. I actually gave a high five for that.
Wow.
Sorry, guys, I accidentally looked
P-Cat.
at my headphones. What are we talking about now?
I was talking about when I introduced my my son to the movie Predator, and when you get to the end where the Predator is setting up the detonation, the self-detonation, my son immediately, like 2 seconds later, was like yelling at the screen, "Run, bitch! It's a bomb!"
Yeah.
Wow, he figured it out. He figured it out faster than Arnie did. Then.
Exactly. I gave him a high five for that, because I was just like, I was laughing
Do it.
so.
Get to the chopper. Come on. What are you doing?
Get to the chopper.
Oh,
Look
I
how
thought it was so
you-
good because he got
Oh,
to
wait,
see
no,
the iconic scene with them slapping their hands together.
I mean, this is the ultimate testosterone film ever. I mean, you got Apollo Creed, you got Jesse Ventura in it. Like, it's just, it's brilliant. I mean, Shane Black was in it, but I mean, that's besides the point. But look at how many great people.
Carl Weathers.
Yeah, as I said, Apollo with it, like, and everything that he did, like that, as you said, that handshaking scene is the most manliest. As soon as I see that, I'm just like, dude, I need a cigar. Like, just.
Yeah, that is a man's movie there. That is like just machoism to the extreme.
For me, it was the first film that I can recall that did a genuine proper subversion of expectations. You go in thinking this was a Commando sort of style Arnie movie and everything. They take out the guys that's going to be this sort of terrorist versus thing, and then all of a sudden this sci-fi element comes into it. And it was because I didn't see any of the trailers or anything, but I saw it as a young kid, and I was just like, this is brilliant. That being said, I did see Predator 2 later on, and it was one of those films that, for whatever reason, I loved, and I annoyed my parents with, and I'd play it over and over and over and over and over again.
I like Predator 2 too. I like Predator 2 as well. Do you know this, guys?
It could have been different though, because Predator 1, the original Predator was supposed to be Van Damme, and you see Van Damme in the costume, but he wouldn't do a jump scene, so he.
Did you know this? I found this out, guys. Did you know that when you see a movie, usually you'll see no animals were harmed in the making of this? That's actually not in the Predator movie, because they really did kill the scorpion.
No, yeah, we see he stabs it, and then yeah. But anything that's like a spider, insect, arthropod, or like a jellyfish type creature, they don't consider animals. When they say that, they're talking about mammals. Is how the insurance works around it.
Well, and AFPCA wouldn't get on them for an insect.
Yeah, Peter and all that doesn't give a shit about a squid.
Hey, they might have squashed their own spiders a few days.
Oh, Potato Revan.
Oh,
He wants
MBD
he wants
Twitter.
my reaction to something he sent me.
Yeah.
I'm not sharing it. Sorry, guys. I'm not sharing it.
Oh,
No.
okay.
All right, guys. I've
Fine.
got to go. I've got to mod another stream.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got to
So,
go too. It's 9:00. I got to finish up with my son with his schoolwork.
all right. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for the chat.
You have a great day, Mr. Grant Gregory and NB Geek. If you're heading out,
All right, you guys
appreciate
have a
it.
blessed
Thank
one, all of you.
Yeah. Thank you for being here. Hey, Jens, just you and I. Temporary.
Yeah. Hey, well, talk about Arnold Schwarzenegger films. Or the right Predator is a masculine action film, but
Yeah.
another one, Running Man, that was another masculine action where proper Arnie having to go up against some crazy dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like an end fight scene every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Which, in that film, is disappointing because they're in an end fight scene, but there's so many sort of fight scenes in that film that it don't really matter that they're in a main end fight scene.
Mm-hmm. I liked Bill. Bill Paxton was also in Predator 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was also in. He had some great lines in that movie.
Yeah.
There's
The
one
best
where
out of Man, she was also in Predator 2.
yeah. Okay, Potato Revan, thanks for dropping by. He says he got to get back to work. So you and me and Senator Redshirt, he's still up in PCAT still in Super Blubber Puss. Do you enjoy the horror genre?
Not so much. Because like the thing with the horror genre is most of it is sort of like slow burn sort of shit. Where even Evil Dead, which I do like, is a bit of a slow burn. I'm more into me action, fast pace, like the John Wicks, straight from the start. 10 minutes in, he's going after the bad guys. Yeah, that's what. Like with Rambo, I prefer Rambo to First Blood because First Blood's a bit of a slow burn, but it's more of a realistic film, so it has to be like that. But
yeah. Hey there, son of Red Shirt. Welcome back.
Hey guys. Yeah, sorry, my I was having a little technical difficulty there, and I didn't know if it was my machine overheating, so I brought out the fan, put it behind it, and gave it a couple of minutes to cool down.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, you guys were talking about what Predator? It looks like in the chat.
Predator 2. Yep.
Predator 2. Yeah, there's a sequel that it was a little maligned when it first came out, but I think over the years, people are remembering a lot more fondly.
oh well, I thought it did pretty good when it came out, but because it didn't have Arnold Schwarzenegger in, it was when Danny Glover took over, and it was a bit like but. I think it still did good though, because I remember people liking it because it was one of them. At least they showed from the start. Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger was
later,
not
PCAT
in number 2.
Take care, PCAT. Have a good one, brother.
Yeah, they didn't try to make out like, oh yeah, he's going to be in the film when he won. But.
Right. The Schwarzenegger angle, I could actually forgive them for not redoing it. It would have seemed a little silly. The only way I could have seen them bringing him back would be like past the midway point that the police contacted the military and they sent Major Schaefer, probably Colonel Schaefer by this point, Dutch Schaefer, Arnold Schwarzenegger's character, because he had experience. That would have made a little sense, but I agree. At the time, I was a little disappointed they didn't go that way. because that really was Schwarzenegger at the height of his popularity. So
Yeah, well,
that would have added another 20 million onto the shooting cost of the movie.
Arnie didn't like doing sequels much, apart from the Conan and like later on with the Terminator. He never really did sequels.
Yeah, I feel bad for him with the Conan thing because it made his career, and like Adam West with Batman, he got embarrassed of it after a while, and now in retrospect, he wants to go back to it, but people don't want him to do it now. So,
No. Well, he's too old. But when they rebooted the Conan, they had a choice whether they could do a Conan 3 with Arnie in as Conan or reboot it with Aquaman.
Jason Momoa.
That one was horrible. I hated it.
It's too bad too because I get Jason Momoa as Conan on the surface.
I didn't mind it, but it did seem a bit sort of bland compared to the
a bad guy really makes the film, and in Conan the original Conan, just Conan, you had James Earl Jones. And granted, at that point in 1981, when they were filming it or whatever, he was respected, but not quite legendary status yet.
No.
That being said, he went on to legendary status. How fun would it be to get him back and Schwarzenegger back? The comic books had a run called King Conan, which took place with Conan in his 50s going up there. And they ended off this.
Film. Yeah, that's what they were going to film. But they went to do the reboot with Jason Momoa. I was a bit gutted.
Yeah. It needed better writing. It needed like 2 or 3 more revisions of the script.
Well, Arnie was up
in my humble opinion.
Arnie was up for it because he'd have been one of them where he wouldn't have really been bothered about the script because he'd done fucking the Terminators and that. So so people would have gone and seen it if there had been a good enough action in it and back to like the originals where it was just Arnie fucking chopping up people and that. But they just didn't go for it. Probably it was too masculine. And so they thought, oh yeah, we'll reboot it and make it a bit less sort of dramatic-ish. Although it was quite dramatic, but not as sort of like crazy sort of.
The sequel underperformed a little, and I think that's part of what kept him away from it. I think he misunderstood a weak script and shooting arrangement for lack of interest.
That was back in the 80s, and it didn't do too bad. It's just that, like, Conan, the original one, the Barbarian, did so good. But
and you know what else killed it, in my humble opinion, was that they brought it to a PG-13 level. The first Conan was restricted.
Yeah.
So you got lots of blood, you got some boobs, you know, like stuff you want to see in a sword and sandals epic. But they took a lot of that out for the second movie. And thinking that they could open it up to kids. And I get on the surface why that was tempting. The He-Man line of toys wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Arnold Schwarzenegger's Conan. The He-Man, the original He-Man doll, was supposed to be Conan the Barbarian. But because the movie was restricted, they nixed the toy line, thinking no kid's going to buy a toy from a movie they aren't allowed to see. That was racist thinking at the time.
Yeah, so they just sort of like said, right, we'll make this figure. What shall we? And they had to basically write a different storyline, like I say, to He-Man, and so they could sell the figures because there was like, well, if we don't write anything, we can't sell them. But Conan though, number 2 would have probably got a number 3, but Red Sonja fucking did terrible. Like it lost money. Like Conan the Barbarian made loads. Conan the Destroyer made a little bit, and Red Sonja just lost money. And so after Red Sonja, I think they didn't have the money.
You know, I put Red Sonja. Granted, it's the weakest of the 3.
They never said That's not even supposed to be a part of the Conan trilogy. It's not even part of the Conan. It's a different movie.
Yes and no, Bill. They originally wrote it with Conan as the main guy, and they even had Schwarzenegger in line for it, and he signed on to be Conan. However, this is where licensing and properties fuck up storytelling. They didn't have the rights to use Conan character. They people that own the Conan character, because remember, that's not Marvel. It's owned by an independent. Right now, it's owned by a person. But at the time, Schwarzenegger didn't own any rights to the character. So they said, okay, you want to use Conan, it's going to cost you $5 million. It's okay, you know what, fuck off. He's now called Condor, and we don't have to pay anybody anything. So to save them a big chunk of change, I don't think it was $5 million, but it would have been a couple of million or something. Like they wanted money up front. They said, fuck off. No, we just recast the character, renamed the character. So now he's Prince Condor. And that pissed a lot of people off. Red Sonja was a Robert E. Howard creation. However, the Red Sonja we know, the girl that you might have seen in the Marvel comics with like the chainmail or the scale mail bikini armor, large crop of red hair, that was a Marvel Comics creation. The Red Sonja Robert E. Howard created was a pirate girl that lived 1,000 years after Conan, and she had her own adventures, but it wasn't nearly as popular a storyline. What makes Red Sonja iconic, that came from Marvel Comics. They got the rights to the character, they retooled it so she could live in Conan's world and be a foil for Conan on occasion. Her character took off in the 70s. She got her own book for a while, and she kind of got iconic status. She-Wolf with a sword, I think, was the tagline. Red Sonja, She-Wolf with a sword. It's just tragic, because if they didn't fuck that up, or if they didn't ask for so much money, I think it would have got a lot better reception. And, yes, the movie's poorly written, and for the most part poorly executed. But watch it now. I maintain it's a bit of a cult classic. It is watchable. It's enjoyable in a campy way. Bridget Nielsen was, to each their own.
Each to their own. But I say, I was one of them where, like, if it's got a female action in it, it's not going to be all that good. And so, as you say, it was more campy. It's more sort of like fun, sort of, whilst looking at a good-looking lass than really balls to the wall action.
Yeah, Bridget Nielsen, they were trying to push her too at the time to be like the big female action star, and you can't blame them. Like she was built for that. 6'1" or something. She was big strapping girl. Stallone flex.
Yeah, she could do action, and like she was good looking in that. But to me, I know it wasn't going to be the greatest of action, even though she did a good job. But
good morning, just another nerd, or how's your afternoon, rather?
Just another.
Bill, you kind of trailed off there. Does sleep finally kick in for you? Hey,
no,
just another.
I'm reading a message. The chat disconnected. We will try to reconnect you.
Oh, that happens once in a while. I just hit refresh or retry or whatever they say.
It looks like you're going live though. So
and and it said.
Yeah, there's a great history of those sword and sandal films going back to the 50s and 60s. Ray Harryhausen got his toe wet in there with the Sinbad films for a while, and weren't they wonderful? I love Carolyn Monroe, Tom Baker, John Philip Law. If anybody's having a hard time remembering who John Philip Law was, remember movies like Barbarella. He was the angel in Barbarella, angel guy or whatever. I forget the exact name. Good looking young guy back from the late 60s, early 70s. And Carolyn Monroe, absolutely gorgeous Carolyn Monroe, who was in a whole string of really charmingly cheesy B movies. Star Crash is arguably her most famous B movie, but she was also a Bond girl in not Live and Let Die. How about it, Chad? Anybody got a better memory of Bond girls than I do? She was in a Roger Moore one. Carolyn Monroe.
There's a beautiful.
Hey, Carlo, how are you today, brother?
Hey, Carlo, Albanese. Good to see you here, pal.
Is it Moonraker? Because there's a right good-looking bird in Moonraker. Spy Who Loved Me. Octopussy.
Hey, Dave G. Sound.
Hey, top of the morning to you, Davey G. Sound. I got in a habit of doing that, and now I can't stop doing it. It's a habit of doing. I'm not doing it intentionally.
I'm not doing what intentionally?
When I say top of the morning to you, it's just one of my sayings.
Yeah, that's just Potato Raven was having fun with you because that really is an Irishism, you know.
I know.
And he's
top of the morning means like have a good day.
Yeah, exactly. I made a joke earlier in the chat about Bill seeing Mary Poppins 40 fucking years ago, and he hasn't been able to let it go. Dick Van Dyke's horrible Cockney. Hello, Mary. How are you, love? Yeah. I bet every time Michael Caine sees that movie, he dies a little bit inside. Super Blubberpuss says, Moonraker? That's a question. Hi, Moonraker was Dr. Goodhead. Yeah, that's right. Dr. Goodhead. God bless the old James Bond movies and their names.
Yeah. Oh, they had to come up with some crazy one. They were having a laugh most of the time because there's Zenit on the top who's in GoldenEye.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I was talking Moonraker with a buddy of mine a little while ago. Moonraker, for me, has a very fond sentimental remembrances because it was the very first movie as a child I took myself to. I spent my own money. I went to the theater with a couple of friends.
Yeah, they were PG, weren't they?
Yeah, and I could get in. I actually remember it really well. I remember it was a summer's day. We had a pool in downtown Toronto on Eglinton Avenue, and our friends were sitting at the pool saying, what we're going to do is another boring day. And it was like I had an epiphany. Why don't we go see a movie? But we were at that age, like every movie I'd ever seen, I was taken to. That's how young I was, you know? Like I'd never seen a movie on my own. And I just realized, like, shit, I've got money. I can go do this. Yeah. I remember my friends were like, yeah, let's go. And then we found out Moonraker was playing. We're going to see Moonraker. And it was a perfect movie for like a 10-year-old to take himself to. I don't know how old I was exactly, but what year did Moonraker come out? Billy, look that up.
82, I think. 82.
No, I think it was
79.
That could be. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it'd been 78, 79.
Yeah. So that would have been fairly young. Sorry, I was wondering about Monroe, says Super Glover Puss. Yeah, that's something, Bill. You want something to do. Look up, give us some nice pictures of Carolyn Monroe to look at.
Oh, yeah.
Movies
Okay.
like Star Crash or whatever. You'll see who I'm talking about. You'll recognize her once you see her.
Yep. Moonraker, 1979.
Right.
Moonraker?
Yeah. Because,
yeah, 1979 film. Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking it was the 80s because it looks so 80s.
Pre 1980, yeah.
But, yeah. Probably in the, I saw it mostly in the 80s, so I'm thinking it's an 80s film.
Wow. How you doing this morning, Dave Sound? You were wondering about Monroe? Was it Monroe?
Caroline Monroe.
Oh, okay.
Caroline Monroe. CAROLINE.
I was. This was on my mind a while ago because Jen says he loves action films. So, have you seen Guns of the Navarone? That's a good one.
Oh yeah,
Guns of Navarone.
Guns of Navarone. Is that okay?
Yeah, Guns of Navarone. Gregory Peck, David Niven, Anthony Hopkins, and Darren Wagner. He was in the Time Tunnel and Deep Space Nine. Who am I thinking of, boys? He was the holographic lounge singer in Deep Space Nine. Darren Wagner? No, Darren. Oh, this is gonna bug me. Darren something. Not McGavin. No, fuck. Of course not McGavin. Darren. Shit. Time Tunnel. I remember the Time Tunnel as a kid. A TV show. Two guys who jumped there. He did a bunch of movies, but he was definitely in Guns of Navarone. The sequel, Force 10 from Navarone, that had Harrison Ford in, but I hate to say it wasn't nearly as good as Guns of Navarone. How are you going to compete with like David Niven, Anthony Quinn, Gregory Peck? You just no, it's not going to happen.
Caroline Monroe. She was in Spy Who Loved Me because she played a bad guy sort of thing.
Spy Who Loved Me. Okay, that's it. Spy Who Loved Me.
It was Donnie Moore, I think her name was, where she tries to
Darren Dixon.
Yeah, she tries to blow up Roger Moore in his White Lotus, and that's when he goes into the water.
Right.
And,
yeah.
Fires up a missile which blows her helicopter. Yeah. Oh yeah, she was real hot though. Get some images.
Darren Dixon. Oh, but
I don't think it was Dixon, brother. I really don't.
That's what Carlos said. Darren Dixon.
Yeah, share this bill when I send
Dixon Cider.
You're getting Bill to look up anything like pulling fucking teeth.
Hey, I just did. But you guys beat me to it.
I'm sharing it.
All right. I see it. Ooh, hubba.
Who starred in the TV show The Time Tunnel?
There are 33 people in the cast of The Time Tunnel. Here are the first three: Robert Colbert, James Darren, and Lee Merriweather.
Yeah, that's it. I just looked it up. The Time Tunnel cast had James Darren. I said Darren is a first name. I was incorrect. It's James Darren. And Lee Merriweather was the doctor in that. Lee Merriweather, who'd go on to be Catwoman in the Batman movie with Adam West, not the TV show. That was both Julie Newmar and Eartha Kitt. Carolyn Monroe, however. Okay, Billy, scroll down a bit. Or is this you, Jens?
Yeah, mate. You want to scroll down this bit.
I was hoping to find, that's her from The Spy Who Loved Me in the helicopter with James Bond there. I was hoping we could find her outfit from Star Crash. That was classic 70s cheese. That was the sci-fi ripoff of Star Wars that starred Knight Rider, David Hasselhoff.
Right, Star Crash, you say?
Yeah, Star Crash. Carolyn Monroe, Star Crash. It might have been one word, but yeah, Star Crash 2 could be. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, look at that. She's running around in that skimpy little Barbarella-esque outfit. That was just charming.
Yeah. I can see why she got picked for a Bond girl. Because, look at this.
She's got them thigh-high come fuck me boots. Who doesn't love that?
She can ride a
Happy
horse and all.
71st birthday to Carolyn Monroe. Star of Maniac.
Oh, here we go, yeah. Look, with that's a lot.
Right.
You know. Yeah, 1978. I didn't even know. Hasselhoff did a fucking space series.
Yeah, super cool. Carolyn Monroe. Oops. Let me see here. You should look up horror stories about David Niven in the set of Dr. Dolittle. The kids hated him. Carlo Albanese, James Darren. Sorry. Yeah, buddy, I fucked that up too. Don't feel too bad.
Well, they say don't work with kids or animals if you haven't got any patience.
Oh, yeah, sure. There was W.C. Fields line for years. Yeah, I never worked with kids or animals. Yeah, it's too bad, but getting the wrong temperament actor to work with children is just a bad idea. And David Niven at that time, he was in his 40s, early 50s, having patience with other people's children for 18 hours a day under hot studio lights and having children behave. Yeah, I wouldn't be the best guy in that situation either. Mind you, they behave, but they'd be scared shitless of me. Do it because I fucking said so. What? Bird of Prey 5 doesn't know who Adrian Barbeau is. He's fucking with you. That doesn't make sense. He had to have seen Escape from New York at least, if he never saw Archie Bunker's Maude or... Niven was a pompous asshole. He was also my mother's favorite actor. And he was a very gifted actor. Going back to films like Guns of Navarone or the original Casino Royale or one of my favorites, The Bishop's Wife with Cary Grant and Loretta Young. That's a bit of a deep cut, I know, for most of you kids out there, but very, very good movie. They redid it years later with Denzel Washington and Whitney Houston. Bishop's Wife. It was one of those just lovely, charming, sweet movies that you could show to anyone. And most non-offensive sort of film.
Oh,
yeah. Bird doesn't like John Carpenter? My God, I like Bird, but how can you respect somebody that doesn't like John Carpenter? That's just
Bird doesn't
wrong.
even watch horror movies. He can't take horror movies or scary movies or anything like that. He's got a unique taste. Bird doesn't even like music. I don't understand.
Well, I will say I don't know if there's a psychological.
Bird's younger,
You keep saying he's younger. I've seen pictures of the guy. Well, I've seen his face. He doesn't look that young. Like his hairline goes to his fucking neck. It's receded that far. He can't be that young a man.
He's only 42.
Oh yeah, well that.
You're only 45. What are you talking about?
No, I'm 40. I'm 49. I'll be 50.
Are you 49?
Yeah, I just turned.
Oh, I'm sorry, 49. Old man.
I just turned 49. I'll be 50 next year.
Fucking hell.
Wow. Whitney Houston.
It's funny. I
telling her how wonderful crack is. Charming.
The 29th was what, 3 weeks ago? I hit 400 on my birth. on or around my birthday. So
Yeah, I remember that stream. You actually hit 420.
yeah.
Like you advertised a 400 stream, but by the time you went to air, it was at 420.
Yeah.
And being a bit of a weed enthusiast, I found that particularly humorous. I saluted your 420 in the most appropriate manner possible.
Yeah. Indeed, sir. Indeed. John Carpenter's awesome. Ugh. I mean, well, he's got to respect because he did Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, They Live, Big Trouble in Little China. Mind if he doesn't like horror, he probably didn't like he probably didn't like The Thing.
Yeah,
sorry, mate.
John Carpenter, he did do quite a few horror stories, but he also did sort of like action, sort of.
Of course.
Which was a bit horror in it, but it wasn't supernatural horror. There was more sort of real life horrors, like especially in Escape from New York.
Yeah. I do have to think that, and I'm a little uncomfortable saying this only because he's not here to offer me a rebuttal, but any man that has a physical ailment which enables hinders his mobility, I can see having a different look at certain horror movies. We were talking the other night, I think it was Potato Raven's channel or something. No, it was somebody else, about, horror movies, and that it sounds kind of sexist, but I don't think it is really, to say that certain horror movies are much more scarier to women than they are to men. When I look at a movie like Scream, I can't watch it, not just because it's bad, but it's because, like, I'd have that movie sorted in 5 fucking minutes. Some teenager running around with a fucking knife, I'd rip a fucking spindle out of a staircase and beat him until he just didn't move anymore. That's not a threat to me. Some guy running around with a knife. I'm not that scared. I mean, I might run for a minute until I can get my hands on something heavy. Or I might put a door between us. But, it's not really a threat to me. Even a Jason Voorhees at that size, because my brain, like, I can sit in the movie and appreciate, okay, he's supernatural. That's why he can take, a shotgun shell to the chest, lay down, and everybody thinks he's dead, and then they turn around, he's gone! No, that would never fucking happen. Not ever, not ever. But okay, it's supernatural, whatever. To me,
crazy,
Freddy Krueger was more scary because of what he could do. There was no physical form to Freddy Krueger. He was this thing that lived in your head. That, I believe, using mind tricks or something. He's now 60 feet tall, and he can step on you or drop kick you to Saskatchewan or something.
Yeah, he sleep on it, and so he was fucked because he was in his world, wasn't it? So
right. But like a movie like Scream, it's more humorous to me than anything. Or I see it as a terror to young women. And again, I'm really not trying to be sexist there. There are plenty of young women that have the cognizance and presence of mind to be able to deal in an emergency situation like that. Of course there are. But generally speaking, that would be scary. Be hunted down by someone that's twice as strong as you with a butcher knife. Sure, it would be. So you got to think, if you're confined to a wheelchair, you can't help but put yourself into those situations and realize, okay, safety's up those stairs. You've got 3 seconds to make it up there. I'm not going to do it. I can't do it. I'm in a wheelchair. What do I do? Crawl up on my fucking hands? No, that guy would stab me in the back before I was halfway up the staircase. So that has an added level, excuse me,
Misery
of terror to a guy that has a physical disability.
Yeah, well, Misery was a bit like that, because if it had been healthy and that, she wouldn't have been all that much of a problem. But because she fucking smashed his fucking legs in, she was like quite fierce to him because he and so
Yeah, Misery is a kind of outlier exception to the rule. James Caan's a tough guy. We all knew him, so it was a little. There was part of me that had a hard time wearing it. But okay, if he was in a serious enough car accident, you would be fucked. You know.
Yeah, he's fucked up, and then she fucks because Kathy Bates is like quite a sort of a menacing character in that because she can like physically.
Yeah, she had the strength of a man. She was one of those outlier women that could, physically pick up James Caan, put him on his shoulder, and carry him a mile back to her house.
Yeah. No, she'd have the physical of a man, I wouldn't say, but nearly of a man. And so, she could like physically. And so when he was fucked up in a wheelchair and that, because she fucking smashed his fucking ankles in and that, like he's practically unable, because in the end of that film, he has to like crawl and like smash her head in, doesn't he? Because he can't fucking get up because his legs are fucked.
Yeah, definitely. So there was that kind of did make it a bit more scary. But I also saw that was a young guy, so I had that young guy's disbelief that, a car accident, I'd still be able to. Yeah, probably not. It's only when you get older you realize the fragility of.
Well, he's recovering, isn't he? And he's at that stage where he could like leave and that's why she fucks his legs up, because it's like, oh shit, he's in a day or two he's going to be healthy enough to get up and just leave, and so she smashes his legs in and that.
Yeah.
Which that scene is like, oh, because Jane Caan and fucking what's her name? Oh, I said her name. Fucking Bates, Kathy Bates, real good actors and that. So they sell that scene. Yeah.
Did you say there's a new Nosferatu from 2020? I was looking it up here.
No. Well, I'm going to get going in a bit, Bill. Well, I'll stay for 5 minutes. I said I'm going to have to get going in a bit, Bill.
Oh, yeah. No worries.
I'll stay for another 5 minutes. Like, it's like, I'm not in a real hurry.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
Yeah, because I like Kathy Bates in Bad Santa 2. If you've ever seen that.
No, I can't say I have.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she was great in Misery, though.
Yeah. But have you seen her in Bad Santa 2? With Billy Bob.
Yeah, I remember seeing it. I can't remember the place where she was at.
Oh, no, she's in number 2. Because number 1, she's not in it. But in number 2, she plays his mum.
Yeah.
Yeah, she plays it right good and all. That's like slapping him around. But she's got that sort of like strength where she's not as strong as a man, but she's like, well, in this one, actually, she is as strong as a man because she's supposed to be like Buck Dykels, like really fucking like bigger than that. And so,
yeah, it is a rarity, but like 1 in every 10,000 women or so have that genetic quirk where they're much physically stronger than what a woman would normally be.
No. It's usually heavy set women are quite strong because they're used to lifting that sort of weight, and so they can. But like most women are strong, but it's just not as strong as a man because it is that muscle sort of. But if a woman, it's like saying though, if a woman is training weights and a dude in, then obviously the woman is going to be stronger. But if a man and woman like are trained like the same, a man will be stronger. Because like you see it, the weightlifting and that, some dude, just an average, well, not an average, dude, but an average weightlifter dude. So like he had some muscles and that. And he sort of like broke the woman's world record lifting, competition. And he was just a sort of like average sort of dude in the weight lifting terms.
Yeah.
It was Viggo Mortensen's birthday yesterday. Any Vigo
Was
fans
it?
out there? Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
Just flipping through some stories and stuff.
I loved him in Lord of the Rings trilogy. That was really good. Uh-oh, Yanni, you're getting tired, pal?
Getting tired? Fuck me. The only thing that got me out of bed was I woke up at 5:30 for like 2 minutes, then fell back asleep. Thinking like, you get that where you like wake up and you think you're still awake, and then you look at the clock again, it says 7:30. You're like, whoa, wow, that happened quick. And so I remember you said you were going to be on this morning. I said, you know what? For my buddy, I'm going to drag my ass out of bed. And right now I'm seriously regretting it because I'm all out of cigarettes. I'm starting to nick fit.
Jonesing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Out of cigarettes, out of decent coffee, out of fucking everything right now. Ugh. Well, I reckon if that's the worst thing that happened to me. Bill, tell me what happens in 15 hours.
What?
What happens in 15 hours? I fucking well hope you know, buddy. You're supposed to be hosting a show.
Oh, Insomniac Soup?
Yeah, but I couldn't read the name of it because when I try to open it up, the set reminder button covers up the name of what it is.
Yeah, I
great movies, ... I can't read anymore.
I just picked a topic, a starting topic, conversation starter. I don't know, because I'm spur of my moment, off my brain type of
Shoot from the hip.
I shoot from the hip. I do shoot from the hip. Good old Jedi Bill always shoots from the hip. That's what.
So the answer to my question, what is the topic, would be...
I don't know, because I was talking... I'm going to have a rock talk on late Saturday night.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk horror themes, music, and albums and composers. That's the idea. And
yeah,
I don't know. I think I should run this show every single morning because gotta be competition for somebody.
You got to be true to you. You got to do what you like.
There's no competition. There is no competition. There's just us. There's just us.
Yeah, you got to do what you like. There's no competition.
Just them. I shouldn't have said that. Strike what I just said. Rewind. I don't know.
Fair enough. Now I know why you're bringing up Nosferatu. I was out of the chats for a little while. Oh, excuse me, gentlemen. Carla Albanese says a new Nosferatu. Robert Eggers is the one working on a new Nosferatu.
No,
what was that? What was that?
Already one out. There was one that was released in 2018. Last year, 2020.
So that precludes the possibility that they're making a new one?
Well, I don't know. Why would they do another one? I don't know why they would do
Why does Hollywood do 3/4 of what they do? To make money. Somebody thinks they can make a buck on it.
Independent ones, too.
Yeah. But what was that one where, that good actor, what's his name? Willem Dafoe played Max Schreck.
Yeah, they're like making the film of it with...
yeah, exactly.
And Robert De Niro, I think, played Nosferatu, didn't he?
No, Willem Dafoe was Nosferatu. Max Schreck, the actor that played Nosferatu. The conceit to the movie was that the and I think John Malkovich was F.W. Monroe, the German filmmaker that filmed Nosferatu.
Yeah.
And the joke, well, not joke, but the slant to the movie was that there was no makeup for Nosferatu. Everybody thought there was, but no, that's how he found. Max Schreck was this kind of slightly deformed guy that looked exactly like that and thought he was a vampire.
Yeah, because he bites Eddie's hands and done him when he's filming, and he's kicking off, saying, "What? This is unprofessional," and that. And he's the dude's like, Nosferatu dude's like.
Super Blubberpuss says Shadow of the Vampire. All right. That's cool. I hope that's right. I want to see that movie again. That's a vampire movie I'd watch, Bill. I know you love your sparkly vampires, but
can you pull up the movie Begotten? I don't know. I have to check if it's on. Maybe if it's on that one site, right? I do want to see it. Begotten. It's a very dark, morbid horror movie.
I'd forgotten Begotten.
Is it on that site that you share with me?
I wouldn't know, buddy. You'd have to check.
Oh,
I mean, it would take about 10 seconds to do so.
Yeah.
For fuck's sakes.
How do you spell it? Tell me how do you spell it so I can.
BEGO.
BEGO.
TTEN.
Yeah, Bill, you go out, share with you.
It shows a poster for it. I don't know.
Okay, well, click on the poster.
Oh, yeah. It's there. Well, actually, oh, cool. I can see this movie. Awesome.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to see this because, yeah. God damn it. There's so many horror movies I've been to see. I got business to do. What? No. Okay, why do we all get quiet? Why do we get quiet? Well, I don't know. What we got there?
Sorry, buddy. I just a wee bit tired.
Change material.
Okay.
Well, if
Begotten 1989 IMDb. What is it about? I guess it's made to look like an old movie.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Because it says 1989, and all the stills I'm seeing in are very grainy black and white.
Well, that's how the whole film's shot, in black and white.
Oh, wow. Begotten. Look at that face. Look at the fucking mug on her.
Yeah. I've seen other like horror channels talk about this movie and how check out Spooky Rice. He did a great review of it. Dig that guy, Spooky Rice.
Yeah. Reviews. I still have no idea what it's about.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you're showing me some guy in a mask, possibly a woman in a mask. I don't know. I can't tell.
Yeah. Well, I just pulled it up just to show, sort of like.
Yeah, but I have heard of it. I have heard it. So.
Okay, but what's it about?
I can't put it in words. That's why I said go watch Spooky Rice. He's got a review on it.
How about where it says Google, where you've written Begotten, you just put after begotten plot.
I'm
Just
not.
put the
this
word
is
plot.
Not, this is not me. This is not me showing this.
Could be.
Oh, is that you? Sorry. Jens Pender. Begotten film, Wikipedia. What does begotten mean in the Bible? Is begotten band was the begotten movie about? What's the begotten movie about? Third one down from people also ask.
Begotten is a 1989 American film written, produced, experienced theatre piece with dance and live music accompaniment by Mary. Switched to film after deciding that his version would be too expensive to achieve as a production for live audiences. Sounds like it was a musical, but
No, it's it
yeah,
actually sounds a little more esoteric and a little more. So I was just reading there. It's about the death, suicide of a god that gives birth to mother.
Not a god, the god.
Okay.
The one everybody worships.
Yeah.
It's weird out there.
Plot. Yeah, inside a small shack, a robbed figure dubbed God killing himself in the film credits. Disembowels himself using a straight razor. After removing some of his internal organs, the robbed god dies. A woman, Mother Earth, then emerges from the mutilated remains. She
Oh,
brings.
for fuck's sakes, I'm giving this a miss. Sorry, I'm reading a bit more ahead than you, but.
Shall I finish it off? But she brings a corpse to arousal and uses his semen to impregnate herself. Time passes and Mother Earth, now visibly pregnant, stands beside a coffin containing God's corpse, wandering off into a vast and barren landscape. Mother Earth later gives birth to the son of Earth, a malformed, convulsing man. He is soon abandoned by his mother, who leaves him to his own devices. After an untold period of time wandering across the barren landscape, the son of Earth encounters a group of fearless nomads who seize him by his umbilical cord. Upon being captured, the son of Earth being to vomit organic beast, which the nomads essentially
Jesus. Blubberpuss, I gotta tell you got a pretty unique taste in films here, pal.
Yeah,
that is pretty fucked up.
Oh, Carlo Albanese, I missed you. You're going. You had to go later, Carlo. Thanks for dropping in.
Yeah, I'll leave that for who's running all this. Yeah, if anyone wants to read it, they can read it. Yeah, I'm not. I don't think I'll be watching that. But.
Yeah, that's a pretty hard bite to me. I do enjoy a good different movie now and then, but I'd be more interested. Bill, you like horror movies. Unfortunately, you're not big on.
I love horror movies.
Films with subtitles, as I understand it. Is that true?
No, I don't mind a good subtitle if the movie's good, and tells a good story.
Yeah.
I'll read a subtitle film. Sometimes films are better with subtitles. I mean.
Oh yeah, no argument. I mean, a film is a film. Subtitles. I get frustrated with some people when I talk to them and they say, oh, I won't watch that because it's subtitles, or I won't watch that because it's black and white, or even worse, I won't watch that because it's black and white and subtitles. It's frustrating. People are willing to cut themselves off from, thought and expanding their minds to different ideas and such. However, there was a film I'm very fond of. It's a horror movie from Japan, and it was made about 50 years ago, maybe more, I think, actually, called Onibaba. And Onibaba centers on these two women live in a small shack in a swamp. One's an older woman, one's a younger woman. The younger woman was married to the older woman's son, who was a samurai who went off, or he was a warrior rather. He wasn't a samurai. It was a bit too high class, but he got drafted into military service, and he hasn't returned. They don't know if he's alive or dead. And how these women have been surviving are samurais who are fleeing battles and stuff are running through the swamps, basically. And at night, they, they basically hunt them down and kill them in the quiet and the silence. They drag them to a big pit. They strip them of all their armor and their wealth. They throw them into this pit. A young man comes through, and they don't kill him for whatever reason. I can't really remember, but they let him live, and they help him. Hey, Pete Cat. Hey, Canadian Spider-Man. How you guys doing?
Hey, Canadian Spider-Man. Good to see you.
Yeah, Onibaba. It's an interesting film, and it goes into a bit of a metaphysical or spiritual thing, because the young woman falls in love with this young guy, and the old woman sees this, and she's afraid the young woman's going to leave with him and leave her alone, and she'll basically die on her own. She knows that. So she hatches this plan. She gets this mask, and she wears it. She impersonates a demon, or a spirit of a demon, to try to scare the shit out of her. People were a lot more likely to believe these things. Sorry if I didn't mention this by samurais and stuff. I meant it was set like 200-300 years ago, like way back in the past. Any rate, for whatever reason, an angry spirit decides to punish the old woman and fuses the mask to her face. So now she's stuck with this fucking mask. It'll rip her face off if she tries to take it off. And the movie kind of goes from there. I know it sounds a little bizarre and out there, but Onibaba, it really is an excellent film. Super Blubberpuss agrees, although, buddy, that movie you just recommended, wow, that did not look like a fun fucking film. That looked brutal to watch, actually. You must be a huge fan of, what's his name, Jodorowsky, that Chilean director. What was that fucking film he did, that bizarro bloodbath movie? It was like blood porn. I've never seen so much blood in a movie, and that was in like the first 10 minutes. Never I've seen that much blood in a movie. It was set like a spaghetti western. And you think, oh, a spaghetti western, that's cool. No, it fucking wasn't. He stars in the film. He's dressed head to toe in like black leather, like cowboy gear. And he has a companion with him, which is his 8-year-old son, who remains nude throughout the entire movie. Just like whole different levels of fucked up, and people worship this guy like, he's a genius. He's a genius level director. I do not get it. Maybe it's because I'm sick. I don't know, but I do not get genius if you apply it to something like that. Anyone know who I'm talking about? Alejandro Jodorowsky. 99% sure he's Chilean director. And he was actually tapped to do Dune. They thought he'd be a good director for Dune. And Charlotte Rampling, who was in the new Dune as the senior Bene Gesserit, she was originally tapped back in the 70s to be the mother of Paul Atreides when she was, young. She was a fucking crumpet when she was young. She was gorgeous, Charlotte Rampling. And
and in the script, it called for a scene where, and he would have done this too, have 2,000 extras all take a shit at the same time in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, now.
When she read that, she said, "You know what? I'm not interested. Thank you."
Yeah.
Good morning, Michael Garrick. How you doing, pal?
Hey, Michael Garrick. Good to see you.
Yeah. Blubberpuss also likes David Lynch. Yeah, I like David Lynch too. I think he's a bit underrated. I did just because we were talking about Dune, and we know he directed the last Dune theatrical movie. He was asked, was he going to watch it? He said he wouldn't. He absolutely refuses to watch this Dune movie, but he wanted to make it clear he had nothing but nice things to say about Denis Villeneuve. That's not his problem. His problem was that he hated what the studio did to his cut of Dune, and he never forgave them for it. He said, I can't watch that movie, and nor can I watch the new one because it's just too many painful memories, you know? And I feel for him. If you're a director and you put together a movie, then the studio comes along and says, you know what? We can lop 40 minutes off of this. And they do without your say-so or input. Well, you know, would you like to write a book and have somebody come by and rip out 4 chapters out of the middle? No, that would fucking infuriate you. And then even more so when the critics ravage the book and say, what a piece of garbage. What was this writer, what was this author thinking? In this case, what was the director thinking? And how does he rebuke that? Does he call up every reviewer individually and say, well, come to my house, I have the original cut, please look at that? No, he can't. He's got to put up with what the studio did to him. Yeah. First time I remember seeing Charlotte Rampling was in Orca as a kid when it was on TV. Orca, wasn't that with Richard Harris? Richard Harris, Orca? That was like the answer to Jaws, I believe. The boat in Jaws was called the Orca, if you remember.
Yeah, they did like, film. Killer off.
I think Richard Harris was it was basically Jaws, just redone with a whale.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'll go
and a young Bo Derek. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I'll cheers, Robert is on. Bill, I'll catch you later, Bill. I'll see you later.
All right, gents. Take care. You have a good day. See you around.
Cheers, man.
Thanks for dropping in.
Yeah, cheers, man.
Who are you talking to?
Jens, he says he's got to go.
I'm leaving, so yeah. Go say goodbye.
Oh, sorry, sorry, that's my thing. You roboted for a second, but that's been happening periodically, so I just put up with it and try to pick up the conversation later. I didn't know you were saying goodbye. I apologize, Ian.
Yeah. Well, all right. Probably catch you later, sort of thing. Like,
yeah.
All right.
See you around, man.
Yeah. See you around, Bill.
All right, brother. Take care. Aye.
Yeah.
My stuff is just hurting. I got a fan sitting right on the back of this tablet, trying to keep it cool. But for me, it's a part of the internet. That's a part of the problem, too. Orca sucks as Super Blubberpuss, and seconded by PCAT. Did not like Orca. Did not like Orca at all. Yeah, it was such a pale imitation of Jaws. I don't think the core idea was bad, but again, it came out so soon on the heels of it. It didn't suffer its comparisons favorably. Let's just say. What's the worst rip-off movie you've ever seen, Bill? What's the more when you think and you see that movie and you go, oh my God, why did they even do that? That was horrible. Some people remember Barbed Wire with Pamela Anderson?
Yeah.
That was basically a rip-off of Casablanca.
What?
I didn't hate it for that. I thought if you're going to rip off a movie. I didn't
put that together. I didn't gather that.
No. Well,
I think I only watched it maybe the one time in the 90s and haven't watched it since it was thrown away. Like, I don't need to watch that one again.
Yeah.
I mean, she was hot, but.
Oh, yeah.
Well, not hot. She was, boobs.
But Pamela Anderson wasn't fucking hot? I think it's okay to say, 80s Pamela Anderson was super hot.
Yeah.
No doubt. 80s and 90s. It's funny because I grew up working in my old man's garage, and one of the guys put up the poster of her way before she ever became famous.
Yeah, but there was even a hotter blonde in the same time period, and lots of guys had posters of her. God damn it! It's on the tip of my tongue. Was it just there a second ago? And now it's gone. What was her name? I don't know. I can't remember. Son of a bitch.
I don't know about that. Pam Anderson from Home Improvement, hotness. Yeah, she was gorgeous. And you know what? My hat's off to Pam Anderson. It's hard to remember another woman staying as front and center in the public eye as long as she did, based solely, well, almost entirely on her looks. Like, she had a 20-year fucking run of being relevant. For a chick that, was known for her body, basically, that's impressive. That's good genetics and good living combined, like healthy living combined. God knows I've never attained that. I look like an absolute fucking wreck some days. Ah, Jesus, I can't believe this.
What?
Nothing. I'm just, as we talk, I'm going through my stuff, trying to find something that doesn't look like it's there. I think I'm fucking.
Remember the Fall Guy, yeah.
Yeah, Heather Thomas from the Fall Guy. And wasn't she, not Heather Thomas, Heather Locklear from TJ Hooker. I remember Heather Locklear too. Hot, super hot. So, what's on the itinerary for you to take, Bill?
What?
What the hell kept you up all night?
I don't know, but I'm starting to crash right now.
Yeah, I believe it.
TJ Hooker. Yeah. That Thomas was hotter than Locklear. Yeah.
Thought Thomas was hotter than Locklear, but Locklear held up longer than Thomas. Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. It's it's a cruel world. It's a hard knock life.
Or a cruel summer. It's a cruel summer. Blah, 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 blah.
Leaving me here on my own.
Did I find a song in your head? Sorry, I do that. I plant things.
It's gonna piss me off.
What?
I'm
looking for a message from don't speak to him, he'll bust.
Yeah. Oh boy. Battle Beyond the Stars. Oh, that was John Boy. John Boy was in that movie. About Roger Corman. That's the one that had the spaceship with the big boobs. Remember Battle Beyond the Stars, Bill?
Yeah.
Battle Beyond the Stars.
That one's coming.
That was a ripoff of Seven Samurai. We were talking. I went off track there, talking about movies that were ripoffs of other movies. Battle Beyond the Stars was a straight up ripoff of Seven Samurai. George Papard, A-Team, and Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Mm-hmm.
I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany's? She said, hey, go fuck off. I hate your face. I don't think the song goes like that.
Yeah.
Could be wrong, though. Could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Happened at least 3 times in the last dozen or so years.
Hey, you know what I saw somebody doing a stream of last night? Somebody was doing a stream of George Romero's Night of the Living Dead, and he was showing it on his channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he didn't.
Night of the Living Dead, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody,
there must be something like
somebody beat me
that,
to
that
it.
we're.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can't believe that's the first time it's shown. As a matter of fact, I know it's not. You go to Cult Cinema Classics, that's on there. There's something we're missing here, buddy. Like these channels like Cult Cinema Classics and shit like this, 3 days a week they show movies. And not all are public domain. Granted, they may own the rights to some, but there must be some, like getting in touch with YouTube and pre-authorizing or something. Say, okay, here's my copy. I want to show it on this day at this time. Can I do it? Because these people do it, and they're no fucking smarter than you, that's for sure. They just know something you don't. Sybil Danning. Was she in Battle Beyond the Stars? I don't remember. I remember Sybil Danning from way back in the day. I've drawn a blank now. I think Sybil Danning was way back in the 80s. They were talking about making a female Terminator movie. And this was, I think, before Terminator 2 even. And the idea of a female Terminator, well, you can't blame them. Like, that kind of writes itself. Before Heather Loken, or whatever her name is, Christina Loken. Not Locklear. I'm not talking about Heather Locklear. I'm talking about the chick from Terminator 3. Christina Loken, I think her name is. Yeah, she was a pretty girl, but I think that movie kind of fucked up her career.
I've only seen her in that one movie. I didn't see her in anything else.
No, I was saying I think that movie kind of fucked up her career, unfortunately, because she was a cutie, definitely. She would have gone on to better things, no doubt. But that's funny, people's tastes, they're fickle. You don't have a hit on your hand with every movie, but some people get forgiven and other people don't. No rhyme or reason that I can discern. Oh. Hey, there it is. No, it isn't. Fuck, that's frustrating.
Is it?
And I had I'm going around here because I'm neck fitting. I was sure I had an emergency pack of cigarettes squirreled away, but they're not around. I must have smoked them. I forgot to replace them. Stupid me. Michael Garrick asked who again?
I don't know. What do you think of me doing a new short with Betty Page?
Betty Page. I think that's a great idea, but I was talking to you last night. I'd like to see what your ability to go through to.
Like I said, I can only take a picture, animate it. The audio I have is very tiny.
Yeah, it's slaved into that, and there is absolutely
it's slaved into that app. I can't add anything else unless I do it on my own with editing software, which means I animate then I put a sound to it, and then I remove the sound, and then their lips will be off. At least when you do it with this, their lips are more synced when it goes off.
Yeah, it's just frustrating because it's always locked into a song.
Yeah, there's not a lot of audio, which is stupid. Yeah, it's how this app is. It's like, and then they haven't put any goddamn Halloween music, which is retarded.
Yeah. Oh, what's the name of that?
What's that called?
It's called the Reface app.
The Reface app.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael, I appreciate the sentiment, buddy. It sucks. It sucks when you're like that. It's just there's nothing you can do. Gotta grind through. Let me see here. One second. Reface app.
Oh no.
According to App Store, Apple, Reface app is also advanced, fun, and well known
We're having a
worldwide.
little
Combined with a
issues
daily
at the
updated
moment.
wealth of source videos, GIFs,
Fuck.
photos, and pictures, you can make ridiculously realistic.
Sorry, I'm just looking up
God
on my phone.
damn
I
it.
couldn't shut it up. Oh, Jesus. I want to look at the fucking thing, stupid. Oh, here, Play Store. I hit the wrong button. I'm stupid. One sec. Looking it up. Reface app. Reface app. Oh, this is frustrating. Fuck you, I'm going to punch you. I'm starting to lose my temper because I'm activating. I want to punch a phone. Okay. Swap your face with celebrity, make funny memes and GIFs with. There's the Tune Me app, which would be kind of humorous too.
Son of a bitch.
I'm going to give it 4.6.
What?
I'm just reading some of the reviews and stuff. Seeing if anybody can give me any quick tips. It's funny where you can get tips from for these things about this app. Let's see what they promise here. Reface top rated face swap app. Yeah, I probably should be doing this while we're on the air. It's just I've been trying to
No,
do
that's
this for
fine.
days. I keep forgetting to ask you what the name is.
Let's wrap this show up anyway. The show's going nowhere, but we need to wrap it up. I know, so there'll be dead air. Who cares? Okay, this has been 3 hours and 47 minutes for listening pleasure.
Well, Michael Garrick, P-Cat, Super Blubberpuss. I'm not sure who else is with us now. Possibly Canadian Spider-Man, Carlos Albanese.
Well,
he left a while ago.
Yeah, we're sure there's only 3. Not much is being said, but thank you everybody who's dropped in. Really do appreciate it.
Thunderbar, you're absolutely magnificent, and don't let anybody tell you any different.
You'll find me both at night and in the morning because, well, it's a dirty job or unclean job, but could be clean.
You'll find them both in the night and the morning because Bill really has nowhere else to go. That's the sad truth. So won't you join Bill and his anti-prevention suicide watch?
I'm just out to anger others, really. I just want to get into trouble and have fun. So until the next time, later, folks.